What's up, everybody? What's up? What's going on? Welcome to the 2025 NFL Draft Watch Party with your boys Commandthispod. I'm Steve. We got Phil and Deb over here. We're going to get right into it. No pleasantries. We're going to be here for a long time, so I hope y'all are doing well. We're going to be here for a while, fellas. What's going on?
It's going to be a long night. I'm going to tell you that. I already know it's going to be a long night already.
It's going to be long.
Stop your flask.
That's right, man. I was telling everyone, because we picked 29, my Darius Geist jersey, I might actually put this on.
That's like the most horrific luck possible.
It's kind of relevant. That's why I didn't put it on. That's why I'm rocking the old school Portis, But hey,
just gotta hold it up. Just gotta hold it up. But I would not make that prominent throughout the entire stream. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and we gonna try to stay awake, man. We're gonna try to do it. All of us.
By the time 29 hits, I'm gonna be so good.
I'm watching Knicks playoff anyways. I'm good.
I got beers in a little cooler here. I'm pre-gaming with my fake 7-Eleven malt liquor bottle flask. By the way, if you look at it, it's Four Loko, baby.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to go old school.
Four Loko. That is old school.
Yeah, they ain't the same as it used to be. They redid the formula because everybody was getting nuts off of that. But I also got a 6-pack and a cooler here, so that'll get me through the night.
Yeah.
But yeah, by the time we get 29, I'll be like, oh my God.
I should.
We got Jimmy on this.
The NFL got everybody coming out on bicycles and stuff, man. They got Wayne and all coming out on bicycles. I'm just waiting. What could go wrong?
Wait, who's?
I don't know.
Roger Goodell riding out on bicycles. One of them fell off the bike. Like that was just been a meme forever.
The question is, yeah, draft tracker. I wonder. Yeah, I guess we could do this. Keep it gravy and try to. Damn, they're making us watch the video. I don't want to watch the video. Oh, you know what?
What are they making us do? What are they making us do?
No. Like I was just trying to have like a window up so we can just, kind of track it as it goes,
Mm-hmm.
You'll get all kinds of copyright infringement.
No, not the video. Just like a ticker of like first pick, second pick, third pick. You know what I mean?
We test this out live.
No. Just like this, but much smaller. I'm gonna put it way to the side just so we can see.
That's never what she said.
Yeah. Yes, that is true.
That's what she said to me, though.
Yes,
I've actually heard that before, and I'm just
I beat you to it, Phil.
I know you did. That's because I'm literally trying to pull up a draft stream so I can watch the results.
What's up? Yam says Dev needs to make a soundtrack mixtape of music for the pod for download.
I can do it. I can do it.
All right. So here's the question. All right. Does Shedeur Sanders get drafted in the first round?
I think he does. I think
he's falling.
I think he's going to be a Brown. I got a feeling he's going to be a Brown.
Everyone's last minute mock draft.
He is 3 or 4 quarterbacks go first round.
It's going to be Ward, Shooter, Jackson Dart, and that Shows the only one I don't know.
Shug, dog, he's going.
Shug, he's the only one I don't know if he will go.
6'5", probably runs a 4'5", 4'6" guy. And he throw the ball further than everybody in the draft, dog.
Yeah, I mean he's got the measurables.
All the measurables, man. He's like Blake Bortles though, but
yeah.
I mean,
remember Pete Briscoe.
Bortles in the first round.
Pete Briscoe, he says the best. It's not a star-laden draft, but there's a lot of starters in this draft. But he has Shedeur Sanders falling out of round 1. He only has one quarterback. He only has one quarterback going in the first round.
I don't believe it'll happen. I believe he'll get drafted. I think he'll go in the top 10. I think the Raiders would take him. I think that I think the Saints would take him. I think the Cowboys would take him. Like I think somebody will take him, man. I think somebody trade back in if they don't. I think the Giants could very well do exactly that. They could take the best player available right now, and then trade back up and get them. They got enough picks.
There's been a lot of maneuvering going on.
Yeah, I think he goes, man.
Tennessee's on the clock. Tennessee's on the clock with.
I do. Think
By the way, did you all see there was a trade already?
I think Shug does go over Dart.
Texans and Browns.
Yep.
I seen that. Shug, I think Shug goes over Milrow.
Oh no.
You know, it's funny. My Yahoo app says Tennessee's on the clock with 1:20 left. NFL Network says 9:20 left on the clock. I don't know which one to believe. That's 9 minutes. A huge disparity.
I think I'm watching it on ESPN.
Bleacher Report doesn't even give you a time. That's who I'm watching.
It says 9:48 on ESPN. Either way,
well, that's because they're on that delay. You know.
I mean, Twitter's gonna know anyways. You can probably bring up Adam Schefter's Twitter, and that'd probably be the ticker you need to put up.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, he'll have it before any stream. That'll be it, bro. That'll be what you need to watch. I'm watching the Knicks game anyways. We're losing by 4. So,
Marcus Edelin, what is going on? Marcus.
Hey, Marcus is also with me watching the Knicks playoff and the draft, bro. I'm pretty sure. Rodney, also a Knicks fan.
I'm sure that's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, he's texting me.
He don't want you to draft. I'm sorry, who the Raiders are going to draft?
He texted me because Tim Hardaway Jr. has hit like 7 threes in the first half for Pistons, like some wild shit.
Did you ask him who he predicts the Raiders will draft?
No, I'm going to do that right now. I might see if he'll jump on here actually and come hang out with us today.
Might as well.
Hey, hold on, I'm gonna text him.
They got a shot at the Tennessee War Room. I feel like they already know what they're doing. They're just chilling.
Yeah, you've had. Here's the thing: if you have the first pick in the draft, I hate this like wait game.
You know, like the Bears
have had
Caleb
all off season.
I think,
and you have nobody picking in front of you.
I think Jessica. I think the Raiders.
Why can't you have that pick ready to go when they say Tennessee's now on the clock with the first selection? Tennessee picks.
It's intriguing, right? There's also a chance they trade it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's that much discrepancy in any of the quarterbacks now.
If the thing is, though, is that like
if you don't love a guy
for the first pick.
If you don't love a guy, you don't take the defensive end or Hunter and trade back and get it maybe another mid first along with it, and you can maybe still get Sanders or Shug or Dart.
The first the pick is theatrics, man. What's up, Jay Nash? What's going on? Our old friend.
But what if they traded it down? It wouldn't be the dumbest move. The Tennessee needs players.
Yeah.
Whoever they draft's not going to change their fortunes. Let's say Nell or Daniel.
Exactly.
But really, there's not a lot of fortune changer guys in these.
But there are, but not at quarterback. I think, like I said, if I were them, like trade down and get Travis Hunter or the defensive end, and then get back up and you can get one of these quarterbacks. I don't see a huge gap between Ward and Sanders and Dart and Shug, dog. I don't see from it. The whole draft is kind of like this. I feel like the guy picked at 30th is no worse than the guy picked at fucking 48th. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really, there's not that much a gap difference between one time you get the 20s and then the 40s in this draft to me. Now, I feel like it's that big of a talent jump.
Shout out to Jay. So, I do a lot of good charity work with the
Hog. Could be me, though.
As a volunteer with the Hog Farmers. So keep it up, Jay, man. Saw you at the Be Like Bob Hog Farmer golf tournament. Normally we sponsor a hole. That one just slipped my mind this year. Normally this podcast sponsors a whole Be Like Bob Early tournament. I just forgot about it, man. So shout out to you guys, man. Keep it up.
If there's any holes out there that need sponsoring,
boom, live on the clock.
Phil's your guy. I need to get my own soundboard because I need to hit my own car crash sound for that joke falling flat.
I took the car crash out. Shit, I had a car crash in here and I took it out. I only have so many spots. I had to make room for all of your.
I'm associate producer now.
I had to make room for all of your
Paul Rudd stuff.
Paul Rudd, you're Dammy
See,
Brown.
see, Paul Rudd's ruining the
Heineke.
podcast. He's screwing up the soundboard.
I had to make room for all of it.
Marcus Edlin brings up that this is the $10 million question right here. Talking about, I don't like how anonymous coaches and scouts are dogging Shedeur Sanders. I can understand why, though.
I get a lot of it, but I don't get a lot of it too. I have heard a lot of crazy
I understand
stuff.
the anonymity, all right? Because if you say anything bad about Shedeur Sanders, you immediately get Dion and the Dion loving media all up in your ass, right? Like, oh, you just hate Dion, that's why. Or, you're racist or something, right? Like, I get that. Like, whenever you say anything bad about Shedeur because everyone loves his dad, heat comes on you. And so I can understand being anonymous, be like, look, I don't need the heat on there because people aren't going to believe me, aren't going to believe it, or they're going to try to discredit me instead of looking at what I'm saying. But Shedeur Sanders, horrible interview. And that's all I'm really saying. Horrible interview. But then the one scout went in and says he takes unnecessary sex, all this other stuff. And it's like, I don't know. I get it. I don't know how much credence to put behind it because I don't know who said it. But I do know that if enough people start saying something, there may be fire where there's smoke.
You think so?
Maybe.
If there's truth.
I'm just saying maybe. You don't know. You don't know who. You don't know how high up these scouts and these coaches go because they're all anonymous.
You talking about
That's the problem with anonymity.
About the entitledness or whatnot?
I mean, I could definitely see that.
Well, I don't know about that. I feel like I remember it was like we had a guy at Louisville named Brian Brom.
I remember Brian Brom.
He was really good, man. He had a really good college career, and Green Bay drafted him, I want to say early. And he was supposed to be the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers, man. You know what I'm saying? But felt like
that didn't happen.
Well, his dad coached him. He was offensive coordinator, who's now the head coach of Louisville. But at the time, he was offensive coordinator, coached him. And they felt like he was one of those kids who was never every time that he got sacked, they told him that he was, it was the line's fault, or every time an incomplete pass happened, it was the receiver's fault. It was never his fault. I think a lot of people are feeling like Sanders may be kind of having the same issue where every time you bring up an issue, it's never his fault. He was getting sacked because of the line, or he didn't have receivers before that, or his defense wasn't good, is why the team won, when it was never Shedeur Sanders' fault, and he's never taken any kind of ownership of it. That's what I think the criticism is. As far as him being arrogant, look who his fucking father is, bro. Did you expect a Deion Sanders' son who plays quarterback not to be at least a little arrogant? Which, by the way, I don't mind it. I actually like it. As long as so far he's been the kind of arrogant that rubs off on your team, you know what I'm saying, to make them feel good about themselves. So far he's been that kind of guy. He hasn't gotten any trouble off the field or anything like that. I don't have a problem with Shedeur Sanders and the hoopla that comes with him, but I would have a problem if maybe that whole thing about him being entitled is true. So it is something to ask for. If you're a player, if you're level or with another player, and the one thing that makes you not level is the outside noise, if that is bigger than your game, if you're more known for something than in your game, then guys are gonna go to the other guy if it's close. That's just how it is. It's the same thing happened to Tebow, man. You got to be good if you're Tebow. If you're gonna have that much media around you and everything you say, people are quoting it and putting it the first headline on a page of a paper, then you got to be good, dog. Or not, you're gonna be at home.
Yeah,
and that's how Deion. He's got Sanders' son Shedeur. He's got to be good, dog. or the things that he's not good at is going to be louder.
I forgot y'all had you had Michael Bush on that team with Brian Brown.
Michael Bush, by the way, in high school was the best quarterback, one of the top 2-3 quarterbacks in the nation.
Browns making more moves with the Jags.
He's supposed to go to Notre Dame. He's supposed to go to Notre Dame for quarterback, but he ended up going to Louisville, and he lost his job because he ended up getting Brom, who also was one of the top quarterbacks in his class. They had a good squad, man.
Cleveland is now on the clock.
They traded with Jackson.
Ward went one.
Ward
Jacksonville's
won.
number
We
2.
kind of glossed over that because we don't really care.
Jacksonville's number 2.
Shotguns. What's up, Shotguns?
I
Green
would
Bay's
love to
picking
talk to
23.
Mr. Titan about how many times the Titans are going to draft a quarterback before they land on one. Because
I do not want to go against Hunter next year. The Giants.
The Jaguars have traded up to the number 2 overall pick and will draft Travis Hunter according to Twitter.
Hey, I did.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had it backwards. They
I'm going to be Jacksonville next month.
Here we go.
2, 100, and 200 for picks 5, 36, 126, and a first round pick next year.
Mm.
You want to get
The Browns are now have some trade capital.
Now
they also can pick up. They need players.
That means that means the Giants are going to be picking that defensive end, and that's going to suck for us.
That's why we got Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah. Trade down. Come on,
Why
Giants.
we
Trade
got
down.
Laramie Tunsil.
I hope
don't have
the
to worry
Giants
about it
trade
no
down.
more. We
I hope the
got
Giants
ourselves.
trade down. Maybe the picture doer here. Hope the Giants trade down, man.
Phil Bullock, I guess, is watching the NFL.
Might pick Genty.
He says, notice they ain't showing him passing in tight windows. I see we talking about Cam Ward.
Yeah, I think I would have picked Shadur over Ward personally. Just personally,
they didn't show Jane Daniels doing it in tight windows either.
Yeah,
Look how well he did with that.
I would.
Yeah, that was one of the flaws they tried to use against him. He doesn't throw the tight windows. I think he did pretty good.
I wouldn't. I promise you. I feel like Ward is one of those kind of guys that is going to be. He's going to make a lot of plays, bro, and you're going to be like, wow. But he's going to do a lot of things. I don't feel like he can win you a game, but he can make a play. I feel like I've watched him play live once. I've watched him play against us every time they played us. And I watched him ACC play a lot of games, man. I didn't see it, bro. I think he would have been a 4th or 5th quarterback pick last year.
Cam Ward?
Yeah.
Why is that?
That's because last year was loaded.
I just don't see it, man. I see a guy who can be really good, but I don't think he's really good right now. I just don't feel it, man.
Dev. None of these quarterbacks in this draft would have gone.
I know. That's why I said about Tennessee.
Earlier than 4th or 5th.
All right. Apparently the pick is in. We don't know who it is yet. From Cleveland.
Travis Hunter.
It's got to be Travis Hunter.
I'm guessing.
Jaguars. You already got Trevor Lawrence.
Genty could be the guy here, but I don't know whether they need a run. Rumor is they want a running back in Jacksonville.
They need defensive line, cornerback, safety, offensive line, and wide receiver.
Well, they drafted Brian Thomas Jr. last year, Jaden Daniels' teammate at LSU, who's actually was really good last year with some quarterbacks. So let's see what happens.
Man, I wonder if they pick Hunter. I wonder if they don't go Genty. Like they've been bringing a bunch of running backs in, man.
Yeah. What's up, T-Ho? Long time.
Oh my God!
He comes in with the spoiler alert. Travis Hunter to the Jags.
You gotta look out for them spoilers, Steve. I
don't know if this is speculation or he's just saying it. Like
we've been missing this whole.
I speculate that's going to be the case.
This whole has been. Missing.
I think everyone mocked him at 2 anyways, regardless of anyone, right?
Technically speaking,
second best player in the draft.
Travis Hunter does fill 2 holes for the Jags if he plays both ways because they need a corner and they need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yep. True story.
And it is.
He's going to be a superstar in Florida, bro. He fits perfectly for the area.
T-Ho says he's hoping Ashton Janty falls to us. I'm predicting.
Yeah.
Janty ain't falling to us, man. If he does fall,
if Henderson falls, I can get the envelope fast enough. I'll take Henderson, and I wouldn't be mad about that.
I have sat here and explained hard why Brian Robinson Jr. is not nearly as bad as some people.
This is what the Browns gave up. I mean, the Jags gave up to get those Browns picks. That Brown picks. So 2025 first round pick, number 2. They swapped. So the Browns get the 5th. The Jags gave up the 2026 first rounder. Damn. They're 2nd and 4th, and they give up 4th and 6th. That's not too bad.
No, but it kind of goes to, I think that the days of the lopsided trades are over.
Yeah. I mean, the Browns got a net +1 pick, and then they kind of went from the Jag gave up essentially gave up a fourth and a sixth and swapped first rounders. That ain't that bad.
I mean,
that ain't that bad. Good job, Jaguars.
They basically got a free pick out of it.
Yeah, good job, Jaguars. You did good, Jaguars.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. We don't give you much credit.
They gave him a first round pick next year. It's probably gonna be a high pick.
They're calling it now. I don't know what the.
So obviously, Travis Hunter, dog.
Yeah.
It is Travis Hunter. It's already been called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already called. Yeah, they show it on the screen.
Theo says the Jags got mugged by the Browns. You think so?
I would have taken Travis Hunter, bro. But the Jacksonville Jaguars need players, and at this point, they could take Genty, or they're still in position to get Genty or the defensive end. So I mean, you still get a premium player.
Here's the funny thing. I'm watching Bleacher Report.
I mean,
they're doing a player comparison with Travis Hunter. Do you know what their comparison is?
Deion Sanders, probably.
Derek Stingley Jr.
Still, he's not gonna play corner though. So
apparently, somebody thinks he is.
I mean, he's probably gonna play some corner, but I think he's gonna be receiver and sub package corner is what most teams are saying.
I think he's gonna be like a reverse Deion.
Yeah.
Remember,
I think he'll play more. I think he'll play more defense than Deion played offense for sure.
Wait,
I worry about on punt return.
Deion was the most average wide receiver ever.
Right. I mean, I don't think Travis Hunter was
the people were y'all. Here's the thing, y'all youngins out here watching this.
Travis Hunter's dancing. Good for him, dude.
That's because he's not going to Cleveland.
He's got a nice bright neon suit on.
His wife will take his money in 3 years, bro. That chick he's with, oh my gosh, she's like the worst.
I hope not.
She is the worst, bro.
Well, you ever see her like podcast?
Yeah, she has like her own. She's yeah.
She's like, she takes my money.
Yeah.
One of the type of girls. That she's right there dancing with him.
Is she one of them chicks that met him, that will divorce him, take half his money, and then immediately be out there for All-Star weekend?
Basically,
they're good together.
She's basically a Timu Kardashian, bro.
Travis Hunter's TikToks are so
she's an athlete.
Yeah, Travis Hunter's like the coolest guy of all time.
He's so wholesome. Like he's such a goody two shoes. You don't even realize it.
And you want to be. And when you see her with him, you feel really like you want to be defensive. Like you want to protect this dude. That's what he feels like. He feels like the kid in the hood that all the dope dealers defend. They all want to. I see why everybody likes him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga's ugly as fuck though. But I'll see. I don't see why. He's a millionaire. Fuck him. He can take my business. I'm ugly too. It's cool. Difference between me and him is I'm ugly and broke. He's ugly and rich. So it works out. You know what I'm saying?
Giants on the clock. Do you think they go Abdul Carter? Or do you think they try to add some offensive firepower?
Dude, if they go
I hope they don't. I'm gonna cry.
That would suck so bad.
I hope they trade down.
Or do you think that they try to get some weapons out there for Russell Wilson? Or do they draft
the future? Go get a weapon, please. Don't get
Good job, T.O. Good job, T.O.
I wonder if it's Genty. I'm feeling Genty-ish. Just like
they got to make
a surprise.
The fan base for losing Saquon.
Right, it's a Saquon cleanup. This is the closest you're gonna get to Saquon right now. They say that's his comparison. Saquon.
I'm gonna say this.
So
Saquon Barkley was the best running back I've ever seen since Barry Sanders. Ashton Jansen is the best running back I've seen.
Adrian Peterson in college. Adrian Peterson.
I'm talking about pure talent.
Adrian Peterson.
I think Barry Sanders is more talented.
I'm talking about, you said since though.
Yeah, I think Saquon was more talented in terms of being able to do everything. Adrian Peterson was not really good at catching passes.
I don't know if he was good or just didn't use them back then, because it's a different style of play back then too when he played.
When who played?
Peterson. It wasn't. You didn't have to do that shit. You didn't have to catch passes and shit now.
Running backs have been catching passes out the backfield since the
but it wasn't like something that he had to do though. He also had Randy Moss and Chris Carter. I mean, you know what? What you need him catch passes for?
He didn't have those guys in 2012 or 2007.
I thought they was on scene a couple of years.
No,
he was there. Adrian Peterson was there when Brett Favre fucked him out of the chance to go Super Bowl, dog.
Yes.
Actually, it's Adrian Peterson that fucked him because he fumbled like 3 times. Some shit. But I don't think he fumbled again after that, but once maybe. Yeah, that's
so. That's why.
Hunter's on there hawking niggas on the highlights.
That's why. But that's why I just think that
he's happy not being Cleveland.
That's my thing. Is that he wants to be nowhere near, Deshaun Watson or Deshaun Watson's booty hole.
That's true.
You go from Travis Hunter to Travis Hunter.
I think our pick is in. Yes, it is.
Already. Oh, snap. Well,
I know the answer.
Who is it?
I don't know it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Third pick in the draft, the New York Giants have selected Abdul Carter, edge rusher from Penn State.
Don't want to be having to worry about that nigga. Woo! That's a good pick, though. That's a very smart pick for niggas. Because you got a lot of quarterbacks you're going to have to track down, dog, in that division. Every one of them, basically. Except for the one they got. Yeah, I mean, Russ can run.
No, I'm talking about the Giants' defensive line.
That's why we got Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah, I'm saying in that division alone, the quarterbacks, it's an all-black quarterback division, bro. Everybody can skate. It's like a track meet in that division, that quarterback, bro. First division.
Who the Giants got a quarterback?
Russell Wilson.
The Giants quarter and James safety. Ryan Elias says, sorry, I'm late, but wow, Jags making moves. Yes, they are. Shotgun says Adrian Peterson, complete running back. Yes, you're right. Back in the days, running backs didn't catch the ball in the backfield.
He didn't have to do it.
Day? I'm sorry. Did Adrian Peterson play in
1907? Guys did, but they wasn't like the guys that ran for 16 or 2,000 yards, though. They wasn't those kind of guys.
Barry Sanders caught 40, 50 passes every year. Emmett Smith would catch 50 passes a year. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's a whole different world, man.
But I'm just saying, I also don't think Adrian Peterson had the elusiveness that a Barry Sanders had.
No, he didn't have elusiveness, but what the thing you said was,
and that's not a knock on Adrian Peterson. My God, people acting like I'm bashing Adrian Peterson because I said that Saquon Barkley has a more talented running back.
Yeah, I think most of us would agree with that. Most of us agree with that. But I'm saying what you said was Phil, was that Saquon Barkley was the best running back since Barry Sanders. I'm like,
in terms of talent,
Adrian Peterson was in there.
Yeah, but it's a different type of game.
Talent.
Yeah. What do you want? Some piece of it.
I don't want to have a passing running back since Adrian, man.
Some teams don't want running backs that can catch the ball in the backfield. Some teams just want them.
Don't care in terms of pure skill set, in terms of ability to be elusive.
Who's your Mount Rushmore running backs, Phil?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
We did this, I think, before.
No, we didn't.
Running backs.
Running backs.
Who's your Mount Rushmore running backs, bro?
Barry, Jim Brown.
He's kind of maybe
Walter Payton.
Waller. Yeah, that's 3. We probably agree on 3. It's where it gets sketchy.
I am dancing between.
It's got to be Emmett. I don't want to even say it. OJ might be on that motherfucker, dog.
Yeah.
OJ maybe. I got to think OJ prime Eric Dickerson was really good. Earl Campbell.
Earl Dickerson, man. Fuck. I think
there's a lot of guys who can go that 4th side. The first 3 are solidified.
Yeah, they're in there.
That 4th one, I got to come back to you on.
Might be Emmett, dog. I think I have to give it to Emmett based on productivity.
Now,
I don't know, man.
We should have traded back up for Hunter.
Nah.
What? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I would agree with that because there's no chance.
Of course, but to go from 29 to 2.
Yeah, I agree though. Yeah,
first round pick in the next 2 drafts to get
it would have been the Ricky Williams trade.
I would have did it. I wouldn't argue that they did it, by the way. But I'm saying that's a dumbass way of going about it. But I would.
We all agree. Theo says Abdul Kader is a solid edge. I want him down 29, but either we trade up or there was no way Abdul Carter was falling at 29. Theo, there's no way a lot of
they could have had him on video smoking crack.
And I feel that because I like a lot of these guys too.
They could have caught Abdul Carter smoking crack in a Diddy video, rubbing baby oil all over, Felicity Huffman's back. And he still would have went
with Shannon Sharp.
With Shannon Sharp. And he still wasn't slid to 29.
How we turned this into approximately Champ Bailey for a few years and LeVar Arrington for a few years. Then we squandered the rest.
Yeah, that's because we traded away a lot of those picks to move up to get
That's
you
what
gotta
that
understand,
first pick for number 12 was not where we drafted. We moved up from there to get Champ Bailey in 99. I think
yeah,
Champ
and then
Bailey was what,
also we
7,
got
6, 5? I don't know.
we traded away some of those picks and to get moved to number 3 to get that Chris Samuels.
Yeah. Man.
You know what? Phil Bullock brings up a great number 4. Marshall Faulk.
Marshall Faulk was a good dual purpose back.
Marshall Faulk was the second running back to ever go for 1,000 and 1,000 rushing and receiving in the same season. Go, trivia question without Googling. Who was the first?
First to what?
What?
First running back to both catch and go 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season.
Roger Craig.
Bingo.
Oh, really? I was gonna say Eric Dickerson. Just as a guess, I don't know.
Dickerson couldn't do shit with catching the ball.
I think
actually,
you got it.
He was okay, but no,
Roger
Craig.
Yeah.
For
didn't even make the All-Star game that year, by the way, when it mattered. I don't think he made the Pro Bowl that year.
You can't talk about the greatest running backs without LT.
Well, Damian Tomlinson.
Yeah, man.
Fuck no,
and Jim
man.
Brown. And Jim Brown.
I put Jim Brown
Brown's
in
at the top on there. It's the fourth slide we're having an argument over. I say Emmitt Smith deserved it on productivity alone, bro. Fuck how you felt about it.
I mean, productivity, yeah, but
the problem is, though, man, he had the fucking super friends for an offensive line for like 10 years.
I mean,
man.
you know, a lot of people had the super. His backup didn't do that when he came in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say that with anybody. I mean, that's like, oh, Shaq on his quarterback is bigger than everybody. Well, I mean, there's guys is big.
You give that excuse for the Rams winning the Super Bowl, right? It doesn't count because they had the super friends. Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying you can't brag on them because they had the super friends. I ain't say they wasn't no good because they had super friends. It's like you can't be the Monstars and brag that you beat the Generals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't.
OJ Simpson. I don't know. Eric Dickerson.
OJ was the question.
Eric Dickerson and LT are higher than Emmett in my opinion. That's just
that's way. I hate to disagree with you there.
Earl Campbell's up there for me. I keep coming back to him as well in that mix. That people don't realize that there was 3 years straight that the 2 leading rushers in each conference was Walter Payton in the NFC and Earl Campbell in the AFC. 3 straight years. It was the 2 of them. All right. And this is during a time in which people ran the ball. Earl Campbell was a monster.
He was dope. But I don't think he deserved to be in
that. Imagine a more violent John Riggins.
Yeah.
That was Earl Campbell. If Bo Jackson stayed healthy, maybe he'd be in this conversation.
What about y'all's quarterbacks who you got in your Mount Rushmore?
Quarterbacks?
Yeah. Gonna get 4.
Montana.
He's on there.
Brady for sure.
Brady's on there.
I guess you gotta put Brady on there.
Then it gets sketchy. After that. It's sketchy after that. Mahomes might be on there.
Not yet.
It's too early. He will be.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
Peyton's probably on there.
No, you know what?
Elway, Marino's out there.
Nope. They're just good.
Steve Young.
Nope. Good.
Jim Kelly. Dan Marino, you think's not on there? Sammy Ball on there?
He could be. Like I said, we talked about Sammy. Sammy changed the game.
Yeah.
Punter, kicker. What's up, Doug? Said after the year we've had, my daughter has never been so excited to see the Commanders draft. That's right, man.
Oh, your daughter's gonna be up past
Jaden Daniels
night,
bro.
Shotgun says, "What about Drew Brees?" No,
I love Drew Brees, but I would not put him on that list.
Fuck
Phil hates Drew Brees.
I don't
love
like
Drew
Brees.
I don't love Drew Brees. Love Drew Brees.
Black around his lips. I hate the black on his neck.
You would be so badly if Bo don't get hurt, he would have had all the rushing records. Well, he would have to play a full season.
Yeah.
Now, I think he didn't come into the NFL season until week 6 or 7.
OJ.
Now, if you wanted to do a Mount Rushmore of just favorite running backs, not for like the best, but your personal favorite, it would be completely different. I probably wouldn't have any of the best running backs in my favorite Mount Rushmore.
You probably have Roy
Rolf
Halou
would
on
be on
yours.
mine.
Wouldn't you?
No, I would have Barry Sanders.
He would have Roy Halou on
Barry
his for
Sanders would be
sure.
mine.
I'd have
Barry
Christian.
Sanders
I'd
to me
have
is the greatest
Christian
running back of all
Okoye.
time.
Christian
Roy,
Okoye is one of my
Roy
favorite
Halou's
running
making it
backs
on your
of all
list.
time.
I feel like Roy Halou is on.
No, he's in the Nebraska legend. But he ain't
What
making
about Love? Is Love on your list, Phil?
Phil?
No, because Love never played in the NFL.
Reggie Bush.
It'd be
I wish he
Barry.
did.
It'd be Okoye.
Man, hold on.
It'd be Bo
I should bring up
Jackson.
Bryce Love. I got to pop a beer.
Man, Okoye will be online just for Take My Bow purposes.
No, he was so good.
Yeah.
If
Take My Bow. Bo Jackson. Yeah, he'll be on there too. He's tough.
Yeah, but you know who also was like stupid good in that game? It was fucking Neil Anderson.
Neil Anderson for the Bears, number 35.
he
He was great.
Rough. He was
unstoppable.
Yeah, it used to piss me off.
No. That's Super Tecmo Bowl.
That's Super Tecmo Bowl, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I always played Super
Eric
Tecmo
Dickerson for Indianapolis Colts was pretty rough on that motherfucker, too.
Phil Bullock says, don't say Portis, Steve. Hey, listen, I was thinking about Portis and Rigo as the number 4 slot, but I'd have to give it some more thought. I have to give it some more thought. Probably.
If you want to talk about just personal favorites, I definitely have Terry Allen on there.
Terry Allen's a good one. He only got 4 slots.
The problem is that I also want to put Stephen Davis on there, and I don't want to overload it with skins.
Oh, Will Campbell to the Patriots at 4.
Yeah.
Will Campbell, Patriots.
Is in?
Will Campbell.
The Patriots. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we missed that. Will Campbell.
Patriots. Yeah.
Tackle. So people were predicting
Jackson on the clock again? Oh, it's the Browns.
No, this is the Browns. So the Browns, they're going to get Shooter. They're going to get Gianti. What do they need?
What'd you call him, dog?
Gianti. G-N-T. Gianti.
I got to get my charger.
Gianti. Oh, man. I'm trying to make us another overlay real quick so we can even this out. Give me
it out.
a second. I ain't even pumped this on
it's gonna be
socials yet.
Anyways. I'm going to be running, give you something to drink and eat.
So you want to hear a cool new thing I learned on Twitter? X.
About what?
When you post a YouTube link on X, it automatically downgrades your visibility of the algorithm.
What are you talking about?
On X. So if I post a YouTube link on X, hey, come watch our show, the algorithm pushes it down.
Why?
Because it does not want to promote links that take you away from the platform. It keeps you on the platform.
Oh, but I thought they had a hyperlink where it clicks on and it stays on the Twitter.
Nope. So the workaround to it, and it's been proven through like analytics. You just make a post, and then you make a second post, a reply to your own post, and you post the link there. But still, that's crazy. It's been so Elon Musk said it, and then all these techie people proved it. But that's just crazy. It's smart. It keep people on your platform.
You want retention rates to go up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never been a Twitter/X fan.
There's Will Campbell.
Yeah.
Never.
See, I was Phil.
He wants to where's Todd? Where's Todd Samuel to talk about how great?
I used to be off Facebook, and now I'm just, I'm kind of on X. But
Shotguns thinks the Browns take Graham here, man.
You think so?
That's high as fuck. That's high as fuck, bro. You could trade back. You could trade back and not pick Graham. I think that's high as fuck. By the way, Rod said best player available is who he wants to pick, which is coming up. But he said, I can't do it. I'm watching the Knicks play. I'm like nervous wreck. I said, me too. I'm over here still on it. Carndy Towns is balling though.
Priorities.
I got some fan duel.
Caps are up 2-0.
So Doug, put it in the reply. Don't post your YouTube link in the first post. Just hit reply and post it there. It's in. You can find it. I discovered that.
I'm up on a FanDuel though. I'm scheduled to score 266.
I don't see the Browns. Do the Browns really need a running back though?
I don't know.
Browns could go with Kelvin Banks. We got some offensive tackles that are ready to come off the board.
It's a weird
Armand Membao, Kelvin Banks.
I know what you tried to say there, but
Armand Membao. He's out of Missouri.
Jalen
Walker's out there. Michael Williams.
Rodney said he wanted Shedeur, but he thinks it's going to be Ashton Genty.
Well, we'll find out. They had Shador
The
going
biggest
to.
in it is Mason Graham.
They did pick Graham. That's what
Michigan.
So Phil, are
what
you
Shotguns predicted
Phil?
it.
You are official spoiler. Is that what we're doing?
I think I'm going to be
spoiler?
because I'm
okay.
Let me tell you something. Bleacher Report's way ahead of everybody else. I don't know how.
My Yahoo app is pushing it pretty accurate.
Yeah, I'm watching on the Bleacher Report app. I forgot they got that motherfucker that time. They just showed it on their screen the whole draft. Is that what you're watching it, Phil?
Bleacher Report's
live, the Bleacher Report live stream. The Bleacher Report live stream.
Yeah.
It's funny. You figured the NFL Network would be the fastest, but it's super slow.
I think they.
So who is it again, Phil, for Cleveland?
Mason Graham, defensive lineman from Michigan.
I was watching.
Pair him with Myles Garrett, man. It's gonna be nice.
Nah, I'm sure Miles is happy. He's like, fine, y'all did something.
Yeah, give me some help.
So Shotguns called that one.
There you called it.
Restructuring Deshaun Watson's contract freed up $35.8 million for the Browns.
I wouldn't have freed up shit if I
They traded for Kenny Pickett and they signed Joe Flacco. So you got Deshaun Watson.
Carolina's trying to trade the 8th pick, dog. As we speak.
The 8th pick. Okay, they're working.
The Browns extended Garrett and then drafted Graham. They're gonna have a pretty fucking.
The thing is, where do you play Graham?
At the other defensive end. The other defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, 6'2", 296. He's not very tall.
He's gonna play the other defensive end.
I mean, I think he fits good as if you got a 3-down alignment, he's a perfect defensive end. I don't know about 4 down.
He's gonna play it. Something happened.
And Ryan Elias not liking my releasing the pick early says, "Boo this man."
Boo this man. Boo.
Boo.
Great Bob Saget quote, by the way.
Says the Jets are on the clock, but it ain't showing. Oh, they are the Raiders moved is a 6, right?
Raiders are behind the Cleveland.
Yeah, Raiders are on the clock. Yeah. Shit. I think they go Genty.
Why would you not get are you happy with Aiden O'Connell as your quarterback?
No, he's not the quarterback. They got Geno.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
From Seattle.
Yeah. I mean, Genty or Sanders is the pick, but I go Genty. And this is where like Sanders will fall now after this one, I think. This is where it comes to the fall of Sanders goes down. But I think I don't have the whole list of draft picks in front of me. I need to bring that up, I guess. But
actually, the best Bob Saget quote comes from that same movie.
What, half baked?
Yeah.
Did you ever?
There's one quotable line in that movie. Come on now.
Did you ever? Yes.
That's marijuana is not a drug.
I'll tell you.
It's such a great line because it's
so
coming
good.
from Bob Saget, who is really actually a really dirty comic.
Rest in peace. He was.
Yeah.
Like, you ever watch The Aristocrats? Is that documentary Penn and Teller did about the dirtiest joke in the world?
Have not.
No one watched that? That was a great movie. That was a great documentary.
Shit, the roasting of Bob Saget is great.
No, but if you ever watch The Aristocrats, this old routine, right? Where basically there's a beginning and an end to the joke. But the middle, you make up on the fly. And the object is to make it just the dirtiest, filthiest, funniest description, right? And if you watch it, he wins. Like, he is into it. And I'm like, damn, Bob Saget.
Ashton Genty is the pick.
Yes, he is.
What?
These picks are going fast now.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Though. That's a good pick. They're trying to, it's a Pete Carroll type of pick, man. He's a defensive coach. He likes to run the ball, man. He's building them kind of in the Seattle mode. Hard, very good running back. So I'm having him as the best player in the draft, man. I think he was my second best player in the draft after Hunter. I'm gonna get something to drink, fellas. I'll be right back.
Do it.
It's funny because Bleacher Report just comped him to Maurice Jones-Drew.
MJD? I think Genty's way faster. I think Cam Skatebo is Maurice Jones-Drew. That's who my comp is for him.
I don't know. I'm watching this highlight of MJD. He's a lot faster than I remember. But I think they're talking about the fact that they're low to the ground kind of guys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think Janty's much better.
Yeah,
that's a comp based on skills, like how you would describe the skill set, not the quality.
In any other year, without Travis Hunter, Janty would have won the damn Heisman. Guaranteed. All right.
I don't like that MJD comparison because it kind of downgrades Janty.
It does. I agree. It does a little bit.
Well, it's because he's 5'9". That's why.
Yeah. Well, so is MJD, and so is
MJD was like 5'7", wasn't he?
Cam Skatebo is 5'9", and he's 219. So
no, it's MJD.
No, what I'm saying is Cam Skatebo and MJD's measurables are very close. So if he's not 5'9", he might be a little bit shorter, but it's got to be close. All right, let's see if these overlays might look a little better.
Tiho asking all the good questions. Is Ashton Janty a Swiss Army knife-like player as a running back? He can do everything, and he does it well. And he's got elusiveness. He can run with power. The only thing that I think holds people back on him is the fact that he played at Boise State. They don't play the toughest competition, so you don't know. But on tape, I mean, he's so dominant. And he also asked, "What is a BPA for edge?" Right now, it's Michael Williams is the best player available at edge. Michael Williams will probably not fall to us. If he does, something happened. After that, at edge, James Pierce Jr. Would be one. I think who else?
Let's try this.
Mike Green. Mike Green may fall to us. Maybe. Or Shamar Stewart. Those are your top fives.
With the commercial break, they're still going. Still going. But the pick is not in. The pick is chilling.
For the Jets. 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 It's all right.
Well, I mean,
so while we're waiting for this, let's talk about CAPS, caps, 2-0.
That's right. They're doing it, and it was cool to see all of the offensive players for the Washington Commanders there. Predominantly, almost all of them. It was really cool to see. I thoroughly enjoyed. I didn't see it live.
It was all the quarterbacks and the offensive linemen went.
Yeah, and
so it's like the quarterbacks and their protectors.
Yes, we'll pull up some of the footage. Take a look.
You're welcome, T-Ho. Just to let you know that one of those 5 players will likely fall to us in this draft. Now, will we pick one? You hope we will, but you don't know. You don't know until it happens. That's the thing about this draft is that we really don't know what they're going to do.
There you go. There's all OV, and
that is such a dope picture.
It is. I like it.
You realize that's the past and present of DC sports.
You know what?
With the present.
It was the present and future, yeah.
Because there's the overlaps. That's why they're both the present, but one is the past and the present. The other one is the present and the future.
Yep. Hold on.
By the way, kudos to Sam Hartman for crushing that beer last night.
Oh yeah, we're about to watch that next. Here you go.
Jets on the clock.
Very well represented.
Sam Hartman, college boy, man, college boy. Here's
total Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
From your Washington
Commanders,
it's Sam Hartman, Marcus Mariota, and Jaden Daniels.
yeah.
Make some noise.
Hartman's just loving life.
Yeah, he's the hype man, dude. Here you go. Here's the.
Now, you notice he's probably about 7 beers deep at this point, right?
I know. And look at Jaden. Look at Jaden cheering him on. Watch this. And those are tall boys too. They're drinking Milk Ultras. Looks like it.
Hey,
I think it's a Milk Ultra tall boy.
that's what I got right here. That's definitely a big culture. I can tell by his cans, the blue and white.
Yeah. 21 years ago today, guys, we drafted Sean Taylor. I'm not going to hit the sound on this one.
So Shy Guns is correct that Jets took Membao.
Menboo?
Membao. I thought it was Membao.
Don't know. Not sure. Don't know how to pronounce it. All right.
Now, Theo says Marcus having time in his life. That's something I noticed. Like, of course, Hartman's just balling out because he's a young dude, and Jaden's having a lot of fun. I like Jaden being in the mix with the teammates. When you become a big star like Jaden is destined to become, you like seeing them stay grounded like that. Like they are part of the team. He's not withdrawing into the little bubble of superstardom. So that's nice to see.
Yep.
But Mariota, the same guy who walked off his team 2 years ago, doesn't look like he could be happier.
He's having a good time, man. He's having a great time.
I think that says something that he's 2 years removed from walking away from his team in the middle of the season.
Yep. But there's a video that I don't know if I have it. There's a video that just came out. He did an interview. He didn't walk away from his team. So with the old GM for Atlanta, Dimitri someone, and the owner. Either way, the agreement was, I'm going to take a step away to get my knee examined and get a procedure done on my knee. But that's what they agreed to behind closed doors. But what got published was the story that Marcus Mariota abandoned his team. It just broke. Oh, I got to find it. And I'll show you guys. It's never been put out before, which is crazy. That information has not been out there. And I don't know why. I'm going to find it. And
I was under the impression, though, even before that, Marcus Mariota was kind of a surly, chip on his shoulder kind of guy.
Yeah.
I always got that impression, right? And so to see him do that, it's either my impression has been wrong this whole time, or there's something about this franchise that's just feeding positivity into someone who's not known of being so positive.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see that. I was very happy to see Marcus in the mix, especially because he's so much older. You think, I will be out here chugging beers with Sam Hartman.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. You want to watch the video?
Yeah.
All right. It's coming through. Okay, I'll make it bigger.
Now that you're a couple years,
That's what she said.
From your perspective, what went down in Atlanta?
Yeah, no, it was, and we talked about peaks and valleys. Like that was a valley for sure. And we all kind of know Art. Like Art's a very emotional person, so I think sometimes he can kind of maybe say some things that, give or take, maybe not what he wanted to say or wanted to portray. It was one of those things where we were all pretty aligned of like what was going to happen. I was signed there for 2 years, and it kind of flipped, and I don't really know the extent why. Some things were said, and it was almost like I just kind of had to remove myself from that situation, just because I was like, first of all, I didn't want to be distracted. I never want to be a distraction. Like that was never the intent. At the time, I was not sure how bad of a knee injury I had.
Right here it is.
When they wanted to go in a different direction with Dez, they were like, hey, you're signed for a couple of years. We love to have you. So in my mind, I was like, well, at that point in time, like, let me just go make sure my knee's like ready to roll, regardless of whatever that looks like. And you know, unfortunately, like when I left to go get the surgery, like things were said. And I mean, but at the end of the day, like I saw Art the other day, I got nothing but love for him. Like he gave me a chance. He gave me a chance to be a guy, right? He gave me a chance to play. And I don't have any animosity towards that. Situation kind of unfolded the way that it did. And it was unfortunate because I think at the end of the day, like I'm not sure my relationship with Art will ever really be the same. But when you look back on it, like I learned a lot from it. And it made me appreciate being around people that care for you and want you to be around. So
There you go. Busting with the boys.
I wonder who those people who care and want him to be around are.
Ah, yeah. Does it rhyme with man,
The Schmoshington Schmanders.
kin, man, squin, Gadam, teepers. That's the guy.
I feel like the Jets just picked, and the 7th pick overall picked the right tackle, which I think is fucking stupid.
You think he's a right tackle?
He played right tackle in college. You think he just goes from right to left? I mean, it's a crazy.
Let me get a refill. Right back.
I would have done it. I think he was right now. So far, that's the reach. I think of the draft. That's crazy. I think I don't. The Jets need a lot, bro. If that's the pick, why wouldn't you trade back? I don't think Carolina or the Saints or the Bears would have taken that guy. Just how I feel.
That may be meeting. They're trying to fill a need. You know what I mean? Because he was a top 10 pick on most boards.
Hey, aren't the Lions guys coming on here?
Crap, we didn't reach out to him.
Yeah, I did. I talked to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are you doing right now?
I think we're tripping right now. Hold on. Guy Steve, he sent it. I know you forget. I didn't forget.
Don't have me do it right now. My spelling may be a little messed up. Just pound that thing at 4 loco. I got a beer right here. Got a couple of balls running through the system. And yeah. Feeling pretty good. And we're not even at pick 10 yet. Woo. All right. We got pick in. Is Teteroa McMillan, wide receiver from Arizona, going to the Panthers with pick number 8. Pick number 8.
Hey, Steve.
Steve, we just announced
the Lions. Isn't the Lions coming on?
This guy's from the Lions. Are they coming on?
Let me text them. They wanted to. They are live at Ford Field for the Lions draft party.
Oh, geez, they don't want to come on with us then.
No, they wanted to try, but they didn't know about signal, Wi-Fi. Like if they would be able to. Let me actually shoot them. We had a DM going, but we haven't talked in a couple days, so I will find out.
Oh goodness.
Oh, Teteroa McMillan.
Yep. To the Panthers.
Tet.
They're
Man.
trying to get weapons for Bryce Young.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I was telling Steve, I feel while you were gone, Steve, that remember who I liked, but I think he played right tackle, if my memory serves me right. I feel like they could have traded back and still got him. I don't think Carolina, Saints, or the Bears would have taken that right tackle.
Membo was a top 10 pick. He probably would have gone.
You think so? Fuck, man.
That's a hell of a comp. They just comped McMillan to A.J. Brown.
Yeah. I don't see it.
He's faster than A.J.
So he went to Carolina?
Yes.
I mean, Bryce Young needs the weapons. He doesn't have much to work with. Who are the Carolina receivers at the moment? I couldn't even.
Not DJ Moore.
Couldn't even tell you one.
It's Adam Thielen. I know is one of them.
Get a little long in the tooth.
He had a good year last year. He had a good year.
Possession receivers will do that.
He had a good year last year. Say what you want to say.
See that? Let me look at something here.
He did have a good year last year. The year before, he got hurt. He don't play a couple games and got hurt. But last year he had a good year. Y'all tripping, dog. Adam Thielen was tough last year.
All right, let me go. Let me text Jason real quick.
By the way, rest in peace to Steve Mongo McMichael, former defensive tackle for the Chicago Bears, former pro wrestler. Died of Lou Gehrig's disease, actually.
Mhm.
But he is the second most career sacks in Chicago Bears history. Was a member of the famed 85 Bears defense, the 46 defense. And this is a real Southern boy.
Mhm.
Two-time first-team All-Pro, two-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Famer. Which is crazy. I did not realize that Steve McMichael was in the Hall of Fame.
Man. What's up, Deluxe?
So Adam Thielen last year had 48 catches for 615 yards.
Hey, I told them we can have them on whenever they're ready.
I texted him. Yeah, they just said they didn't know if they would have a signal or not. You talking about
Dev,
the Lions, guys? Who you talking about, Dev?
Yeah,
Who are you talking about?
Lions.
Oh, I texted him too.
Yeah.
So, Dev, I think you got Thielen's years mixed up because he got hurt last year.
I think I heard year before last.
Yeah, year before last, he had 103 catches
Okay.
for 1,014 yards. He actually averaged less than 10 yards a catch. This past season, he only played 10 games, 48 catches for 615 yards.
Still a good year for what it's worth.
10 games, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I think he's a free agent, right? Isn't he a free agent?
Thielen? I don't know. Is he?
Thielen is currently with the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, okay. I would have taken him out there to play with us.
He is 34, rapidly approaching 35.
Yeah. He's better than everybody else on our team except two receivers.
Technically speaking, 2023 with Carolina, second most catches of his career. 2018 when he had 113 was the only year he had more.
Yeah. I know when he came, it was like Young looked pretty good the last half of last year, and it coincided with I think Thielen coming back. Bryce Young.
Did you guys ever see the interview that Ted McMillan did talking about how he was, which quarterbacks he'd want to play with?
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of them he said was Jaden Daniels.
No, it was like this guy or that guy. And then when it got to Jaden, it was just Jaden for the rest of like the last 10. It was crazy. But he hit up Marcus Mariota, I think. Not him. The guy, remember Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback for Oregon?
Yeah.
The lefty. He hit up Marcus Mariota and asked me to wear his number, and they're both Hawaiian. And it just reminds me because I think Ted's doing the Hawaiian thing too.
He does everything like him and cuts his hair like him and everything. The other guy, yeah.
Deluxe has arrived in the chat. Says, what's up, fellas? What's up to you, Deluxe? T.O. 49ers need a wide receiver since they traded away Deebo Samuel to us. Not only that, but they might be getting rid of Ayuk too.
We
coming off injury.
We are 100% trading.
I'm telling you, 10:30, that pick is going to be invaluable.
Shy Guns says Banks to the Saints. I assume your Shy Guns is just getting really good guesses, or he's ahead of all of us. So I don't even have that here.
Think Jalen Walker? Is this where Jalen Walker goes, or
could be? Deluxe says that Bryce Young also need a reset. Seeing him down helped him in the head. This is why By the way,
this team should pick.
Teams have 9 draft picks.
I feel like Spencer Rattler's there. Maybe they trust him because I think Carr might be out for the season.
Yeah, he's playing the game. They're talking about drafting something. He had shoulder surgery. He didn't have to get shoulder surgery, but he's going to get it, which they already paid him like $50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
Smart, but fuck him.
It was all guaranteed.
Gelvin Banks Jr. goes to the Saints. So whoever's their quarterback has a little bit better protection. Banks is a guard though. Guard and center. He's a interior offensive lineman.
Well, he's the best guard in the draft. I don't 6'5", 315. 1 sack allowed in 935 snaps, 7 hurries, 2 quarterbacks hits.
See, you're looking at Bleacher Report as well.
Yeah, it's a machine. I still think that's very high for a ninth pick or top 10 pick. I still think a guard and top 10 is high. I felt that way when we got Sheriff though, and it worked out for a little while. So guard's high. But we drafted Sheriff as a tackle, by the way, to my credit.
Yeah, he practiced for 1 day at offensive tackle.
He got whipped.
Moved to guard.
Got
And
whipped.
Jay Gruden's like, "Oh, we drafted a guard." Like, thanks, Jay. It's only the best.
I don't agree with
the
guards in the first half of the first round, dog.
All right, Jason said it's super loud. They have a band on right now. They can try. They have Wi-Fi, but not sure how shitty they're going to sound.
Fine, we'll take what they got.
Oh, we can wait till they pick. How about that? Then we'll get their live reaction. When do the Lions pick?
They're not going to want to be live with us when they draft, will they? I wouldn't be live with any of y'all.
Do it afterwards.
I'll be like, this is my moment.
See if they do it afterwards. After they pick them.
Let's see, what is their draft? The draft order 28. They're right before us.
Yeah, so it works out. They can do both. They can come on now, and if it works, they come back whenever after y'all draft.
We'll see.
See what Mr. Titan's doing too, bro.
I'm sure he's doing a show.
I want to see how he feels. Hey, Tyler Shug over Jalen Monroe, in my opinion, is going to still happen, dog.
Over Milrow?
Yeah, says
Dallas
49ers need younger weapons. Now I see now.
Saints pick is in. Is it going to be Shador?
Debo and Brandon.
They already said
oh, no, I'm sorry. Never mind. Sorry. I'm behind.
Yeah.
They're blowing up the team, Theo.
Yeah, thanks.
They're going to go into full rebuild mode.
I hope they don't pick a defense. I hope the Browns pick they're going to probably go with running back. It's probably Henderson. That's my sleeper pick here, Henderson. I hope not, because I want him.
Henderson ain't going this early. If Henderson goes this early, that means
we watched a right tackle and a guard go already, bro.
Who already were projected to be first round picks. Or top 10 picks.
I ain't saying
top 10 picks.
I don't know. Banks was projected to be a top 10 pick. Jesus. He was the best guard. He was the best guard that I was reading up on.
Let's see. I'm looking at Pete Prisco. He had Banks going at 6 to the Raiders. So I just go with Pete Prisco stuff because of the fact that he's always got comment. Like that's all he does is draft.
Come on, Knicks. We up 86-78, Marcus.
I feel like Michael Williams is going to go. Or do you think they try to get Colston Loveland from Michigan and get a tight end? Get a tight end for Caleb Williams to throw to.
Bears. I think Jalen Walker's the pick. I think Tyler Warren goes over Loveland, dog. Will Johnson also is there.
I would take Tyler Warren over Loveland, but
Will Johnson is the best defensive back in the draft. If I were the Bears, I would pick Will Johnson. But I don't think they do it because they already have some pretty good defensive backs. I think they go Jalen Walker, bro. And I'm guessing I'm not ahead, but I'm guessing Jalen. They got a tight end, right? Don't they have a young tight end that balls up pretty good?
Cole Kmet.
Yeah, why would?
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Good.
I mean, you can never have 2 stud tight ends. I mean, look at what the Bills did. They have 2. They drafted Dalton Knox and
I think it could be Jalen Walker or Michael Williams.
They don't need a tight end though.
Jalen Walker.
On Shy Guns ahead of us. And let me see if he's right. He says Bears take Loveland.
You might be like, Jesus Christ.
Bears take Loveland.
He's tough, man. 6'6", 248. I think it's the second tight end in the draft. But I mean, I would take him over Warren though.
No, I think Warren's better personally, but may fit better what they're trying to do. I don't know.
I mean, my bad. I think Warren's better. I'll say second best.
Yeah.
Loveland's second best. Warren's the best.
Hey, do me a favor, guys. If y'all hitting watching on YouTube, hit that like button for us, please. We would greatly appreciate it.
They're going 2 tight end sets up there now, I guess.
I mean, that's always my key. If I could, screw having all these, crazy wide receivers. Like, give me 2 tight ends. I'm telling you, the Gronk and Aaron Hernandez combo was unstoppable, and we have not seen it since. We had the possibility to do that with Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis, and Jay Gruden's ass never did it.
Well,
I think I saw them on the field together one time.
Reed also never stayed on the field. So
even when he was healthy, though, man, you never saw them both on the field at the same time. It was crazy. Vernon Davis, Maryland Terrapin legend.
Indeed. Luckily, the guard going in top 15 tells you about lack of top end talent. Guards, strong safety, right tackle, center, usually back half of the first round. You're correct, and that's why this is a draft that's chock full of starters, just not a lot of stars. I'm watching they're comping Colson Loveland to Kobe Fleener.
yeah, I seen that.
Kobe
And
Fleener.
I'm like, great. What's the highlight of Kobe Fleener they show? Him burning us, breaking a whole bunch of really shitty attempts at tackles.
Well, they lost that game, so fuck them.
Be right back.
All right.
You're gonna fucking throw it up, turn it. Oh man, come on. 7-second on shot clock. Shoot the ball.
Pick is in. Man. He said, sucks that Reed never stayed healthy for us, and him and Vernon Davis are 2 solid tight ends. Yeah, man. I loved them. I'm a big fan of the dual tight end set, and we never used it.
Man, we end up, I feel like, man, there's a chance we end up with somebody on the board like a hold on. Like right now, on the board, that's still Michael Williams, James Pierce Jr., Shamar Stewart, Donovan Izaraku, who everybody kind of thinks we might get. But there's still a lot of, all the way down to JT Tumalayo from Ohio State. There's a lot of guys that tight end that even Landon Jackson still down there, and Josiah Stewart. They're all still there. There's a lot. There's a chance we trade back and still get a legit. That's why I said at this point, because I don't see any quarterbacks taken, I feel like they're gonna in the teens are gonna be quarterbacks. So
Right.
if that's the case, I feel like a very good couple of players are gonna slide down to Washington at 29 that we could use, especially if we're looking for edge, because none of the edge guys except for the best Carter has been taken, unless you count Graham as an edge, which they're saying he probably will be. But those are the only 2 guys that's still about 8 that they predict probably go in the first round. There's only 11 picks or to us or some shit.
Shotgun says Bear fans are not happy about that pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either, man. That's crazy. I feel like you didn't need.
Why would you get him over Tyler Warren though?
I don't understand that. Number one, I don't understand why you would get a tight end in any situation whenever there's guys like Jalen Walker. There's guys like Jalen Walker. I'm trying to see who else is there at receiver. Matthew Golden's there. Jaden Higgins is there. Hell, on top of that, Marion Hampton's there. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know. I like Josh Simmons. It just seems like a lot of people were there. I probably would pick Will Johnson though. If you were going best player available, there's probably no reason you don't take Will Johnson. If you're going tight end, why didn't you take Tyler Warren?
I don't know.
Like,
I thought he was a consensus number 1 tight end.
I would have went Will Johnson or Jalen Walker.
I just texted Mr. Titan too. Knowing our luck, everyone's gonna want to come on at the same time.
All right, fuck it. Knicks up 93-83, baby. And third quarter's over. Let's go. Knicks take. I took a very powerful edible, man, about 30 minutes, about 10 minutes ago or so. So here in about a little while, that shit's gonna start taking off.
There you go.
I've been watching the show Love After Lockup. Have you seen that? It's just about girls or guys meeting people in prison and writing them for years and being pen pals with them, and then when they get out, marrying them. And
I mean, I've heard of that concept. I have not seen the show.
yeah, it's fucking crazy. There's a lot of dumbasses in the world, bro. Like, it's like you can see all the flags. Like, hey, man, this isn't going to work, man. This isn't going to work. There's no way this is going to work. There's one chick that was writing 2 niggas in jail, and they both got out around the same time. So she was engaged to one in jail and ended up marrying the one out of jail. They got out. Then the other one got out and crashed their wedding. It's wild. There's a Mormon chick that was been writing this dude and supporting him for 5 years in jail. He gets out and she ain't giving him no ass because she's Mormon.
That's funny.
That's a dude there, this old ass white dude. He's in there and got this like obvious prostitution stripper type chick in there, man. And he just said he's down $14,000 on her in prison, man. And she got out there and she was like, I'm not giving you no ass, dog. I feel like I'm just been in prison too long. Let's just live together and you pay for everything, basically. Like, wow, bro.
Colson is from Gooding, Idaho. Man, the draft is packed. There's a lot of Commanders right out there. Scotty from UK.
Scotty
and Scouse. Andy are out there. LJ's out there. The Hog Farmers are out there.
Yeah, what's that? LJ? I seen her. Mad Hatter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen her picture out there, man. She looked like she's having a good time. Michael Williams, Edge, I think. Hold on, who just went? Who did? Oh, Michael. Yeah, Michael Williams. That's who they picked.
Man,
Edge. Early. That's a guy. That's the guy I kind of hoped it would slide, but
the pick is in.
Yeah, it's Michael Williams.
Oh,
2-time All NBA, All SEC. Carlos Dunlap comparison, 6'5", 260.
Oh, he spells his name MYK, right?
Yeah, that's the guy the big dude that we were all like hoping. We were like, man, there's a chance, but he ended up having such a good combine. I did not expect him to go this high, honestly.
Yeah.
I ain't expecting him to get picked over Jalen Walker or Michael Williams. Oh, Michael Williams. I mean, I expect Michael Williams to get picked over Jalen Walker. James Pierce, if he's there, I want to rush the envelope out because he fits a need and he's exactly what we need.
I agree, man.
I feel like someone overall, a better football player is going to be there at 29 than him. I feel like
it happens, but
yeah.
What if it's a position where we don't need it?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be like Trayvon. It's going to be like fucking
Henderson,
Travion Henderson. Yeah, it's going to be some. Watch what I'm telling you. Travion Henderson,
or someone like a quarterback is there. Let's just say quarterback is there, and they're like, "Oh snap, we just go get our guy."
Shadir Dart or
let's go panic, and then we go back a couple spots and then get our guy.
Or we go back a spot and don't get our guy. Oh, we just dunked on our whole team, bro. Oh my God. Beasley just dunked on our whole team, dog. He just dunked on our whole team. We're still up though, but he dunked on our whole team. I gotta give him that. Yeah. They can fight this game, dog. They need to break this shit up. Michael Williams, solid highlight tape. I tell you, that's impressive. That's why it's called.
Luck says, "What other teams pick a little before Washington that typically trade back?" Well, in the order, you have the Lions at 28.
You do.
The Ravens at 27. The Ravens move back. They are very good at drafting. With that, the Rams at 26. I don't know how they play. The Texans, they move around a lot in the past. The Vikings and the Packers, 24 and 23. I don't know. I'd have to.
Cowboys are up right now.
Shotguns for the Packers and maybe even the Vikings because it's NFC North. If we ever get Talking Grit on here from their live. Our buddies Talking Grit podcast, Lions podcast. They are at Ford Field for their draft party, so they're going to try to punch in here if they can. Would love to hear their idea on 28. It'd suck if they go out there. Dev,
I think they picked Will Johnson. San Fran. Who they? Oh, they already picked.
Who?
San Fran already picked, right? They picked Michigan.
It says the pick is in. I don't know.
Yes, Michael.
Michael Williams.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the next pick. The Dallas. I think they go Will Johnson. Fuck, I don't want to go against that guy, man.
So what if you go to like a draft party, right? Like Jacob and Jason are at Ford Field for the Lions draft party, and they trade out of the first round back into the second round. That'd be kind of messed up, right? As a fan, for a fan experience,
Would be. It would almost be as bad as going to travel, on an airplane trip across, a couple of states to go visit, see a quarterback play and he get hurt in the first play.
To go watch Jaden Daniels,
Yeah,
and he gets hurt.
yeah. Watch Mariota instead. I'm trying to see who. ESPN is a little late, man. I'm trying not to follow them.
Yeah.
I'm on a Bleach Report. They got a good show, but it doesn't really show you. Don't have a lot of overlays to show who's picking next and who's the best available. So I got my phone up for their best available shits. But I'm trying to see why they don't have a draft order on that screen. Fuck it. Yahoo probably has one.
Deluxe says Buff picking right before KC makes it interesting. KC might want to jump Buffalo, and Buffalo could want to trade back up to block it. Maybe. That's crazy rivals. Shotguns wants Will Johnson. 23. Do the Packers move around a lot? Shotguns? They're at 23. That's what I want to know. Micah Williams. T-Ho, Will Johnson to DC. That's what he wants. Deluxe, I can see Ravens or Packers trading back. That Ravens spot is prime for a team move up for a quarterback. Are Packers too high to jump from the second round? That would be pricey. I think 29 might be more valuable than 27. It'll cost you a little bit less to jump up. And you're still in that first round.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't know.
Guaranteed year.
That fifth year, man.
Yeah.
That fifth year. And the Eagles at 32.
I think they go Will Johnson. I hope they don't because I don't want to play against them. 6'2", 194, fucking machine at corner. I think Will Johnson will be a top 5 corner in the league in 3 years, though.
I mean, will he last till 29? Is he projected to be there till 29?
He's the best corner in the draft.
Okay. Shotgun says the only time they really did that was when they picked Jared Rodgers replacement. So Packers seem like the type of team that just stays put.
They picked Aaron Rodgers replacement 2 or 3 times.
No, it was Jordan Love. It was always Jordan Love.
No, they had a Flynn. Remember, they ended up trading to the Raiders, and then he got busted up by Russ. Then they picked Braun from Louisville, and he ended up not being good. And then they got Love.
That's true.
Yeah. So we tend to think that Green Bay has just he picks a great quarterback every time, but really, man, they got lucky when it mattered. They ain't never been without one. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but Jordan Love was the only guy that actually legitimately moved up for it.
Yeah. Jordan Love is he was a legit.
Those other guys, they just got him.
Yeah. Flynn,
when Seattle paid all that money for Matt Flynn, they paid all that money for Matt Flynn and got beat out by Russ.
Yeah,
as a rookie. All off of what, 1 game for the Packers? Was it 1 game or 2 games he played for the Packers that year as a backup? I can't remember.
I forgot he played. I forgot what Flynn did, man. Man, they out there playing. It's a really good playoff game, bro. These niggas is diving on the ground. Ain't no easy shots. I ain't seen nobody get an open shot the whole game. I feel like that was tough. It went in. Jeez.
All right, we got to get Phil a pound of beer, huh? How about that?
Tyler Booker, inside interior offensive lineman. I wonder what's the name saying in this, man. Parsons. I wonder what he's saying. Hold on. I got it muted here. Parsons is at the actual Bleacher Report draft show. Why the Cowboys are drafted?
Tyler Booker, guard. See the Cowboys. This is. Hold up, I gotta hit the. So,
two-time first team All SEC.
Dude, they do this. The Cowboys invest in their offensive line, and they invest first round. It ain't sexy. It ain't sexy at all. But that's how the Cowboys
won a
do
damn
it.
championship since the mid '90s.
No,
6'5", 321 pounds. Big guy.
But they've been
arms length is ridiculous.
The offensive line is stout. When you got when you don't have a good quarterback, you don't have a good GM. All I'm saying is they can't put it all together. If you invest it with offensive linemen in the first round, it works if you do it right.
It's true. Good offensive line play will mask average offensive play. Especially because they need their offensive line has been depleted,
and they have no running back.
Zach Martin retired, so on and so forth.
Tyron Smith. Hey, guys, we just set a goal here on YouTube. If we get, you can see it for yourself. If we get 5 super chats for $2 or less, Phil will pound a beer. We will get Phil to pound a beer. So 5 super chats, I think $2 or less. That is on the chat.
Not a half bottle.
No, not that one. That one does not count.
No, I gotta take a full bottle.
Jalen Walker is still there, bro. Tyler Warren's still there. Will Johnson, surprise, is still there.
So you missed, Phil. You missed the Bears took
who the Bears?
The Bears picked
Loveland. I was here right when that happened.
Okay, instead of Tyler Warren, who I thought was the consensus number 1 tight end, clearly wrong.
No, Loveland was creeping up draft boards.
He had a good time bomb.
So Michael Williams off the clock, and Tyler Booker to the.
Michael Williams went higher than I thought he would, but I figured he'd go.
Michael Williams went outside the first round or outside the top 10, which I'm a little surprised on. But
Mr. Titan is also at the Titan Stadium, and it's super loud. So both people we want to join are at their team's home stadiums, and it's very super loud. They said they would try. But
we're here. Fuck it.
Okay. I'll give him the link.
Wednesday, we should go to the stadium, and then we could do like a live.
So the Commanders didn't do that. The Commanders had a watch party at Tom's
Rib Shack.
Tom's Draft Bar, I think it's called.
Up at the MGM Grand.
I don't know where it is. I just saw that. Where it was.
I don't think we ever asked the chat. Who do you guys hope that we draft? Or hit us on Twitter, man, if you can watch us. Hit us on Twitter and tell us at command this, at command_this at Twitter or X. Let us know, man. Who do you guys hope we draft? Or do you hope we trade back? Let us know, man.
Yeah. What do y'all want to do?
Oh, it's Tom's Watch Bar in the Navy Yard.
Watch Bar. Yeah, by Nats Park. Yeah.
You ever been there? That's not down.
I've not been to Tom's Watch Bar, no.
That's a travel. Let's go, Nixon. 7 minutes left. Let's go.
We got legends down there. They've got Major Tuddy, and they got
Tuddy
Man Force.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not there.
By the way, let's talk about redemption stories. Remember, everybody used to hate Major Tuddy.
I'm still everybody.
They did when he first came out.
I still don't think he's like him. I do not like him. I'm in a minority. I do not.
I'm neutral. I don't dislike.
I think it's a terrible mascot.
It's just what it is.
I don't know. They do a lot of stuff to put him in good positions.
It's a terrible mascot. Fucking terrible.
Terrible mascot.
Terrible mascot, bro.
I don't know. He's grown on me.
Why?
We should just make Paul Rudd be the mascot, bro.
So we can be the Washington Midskins.
Paul Redskins.
Instead of the Redskins, will be the Redskins.
Hey, now you own something.
I sent a clip to reel to my friend that I thought was funny, just because of the dialogue, and Paul Rudd was in it. The guy's like, "You're giving Paul Rudd credit." I said, "I'm giving the writer of the script credit."
Let's go, Bridges.
The lines are funny.
Paul Rudd isn't just a great actor; he's
Jesus
a national treasure,
fucking shit.
and I think we should all appreciate him more.
I couldn't agree more, Phil.
You're right, bro.
You're right. You're right. Oh, there's the first one on the board.
There's the first one. Jim Sleazy.
Jim Sleazy. What's going on? Says, is Shedeur that bad, or is the league colluding against Dion and the family? We were
It's just
talking
not. It's
about
just
that
not.
earlier.
This is not any teams that need quarterbacks, really. Like, everybody has a quarterback they're invested in.
Now, if we see Jackson Dart go before Shedeur, and you said is it Show or Shug? I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Shug.
Shug.
Right?
If those two guys go before Shedeur Sanders, it might be colluding. But Jim, thank you so much, brother. We really appreciate it, man.
They're all in the same boat.
Awesome. No, Shedeur is way better than both of those dudes.
I don't know
way better.
I think he's higher. I think he's more draftable. Like talent for talent, though, man. It's hard to argue with a nigga that's 6'5", and he's bigger, stronger, and faster than Shedeur.
Yeah.
So I mean, the measurables are there. You know, it's just I don't think I've seen Shedeur do it every level he's played. He's at least played at a. You know what I'm saying? You can make all the excuses why he does it. You want, but I don't really care about them excuses as long as you get it fucking done, dog. I wasn't one of those guys who said only reason.
Dolphins pick is in.
Yeah.
Kenneth Grant, defensive lineman, Michigan. 6'3", 342. That's a hefty boy at defensive line. He's definitely going to be a DT.
Hey man, we got to quit checking up threes. They're coming back. They only up 5. We only up 5 now. We got to go.
That's a good pick. It's a solid pick. So for that super chat, I took a little practice set. People don't worry, I got a full bag over here.
The hell you doing over there, dog?
Sounds of bottles clicking just in case anybody's worried that I've only got like one beer. No, I've got plenty more. That's a hell of a pick. Now, let me look for something here. I sent Steve a bunch of stuff today.
You're muted, see.
Antonio Brown tweeted earlier, Travis Hunter is the first player to play both ways since Shannon Sharp. Man.
Oh, ho, ho.
Why they clowning Shannon? There's nothing. He wasn't screwing dudes, man.
Maybe he's talking
That's
about.
the joke.
I get it. I get it.
I mean, speaking of that, Shotgun says the Colts pick Warren.
Pick up. They be playing musical chairs at tight end a lot too, so it's a pretty good pickup.
I'm telling you, tight end is a
Just
best friend for a young quarterback, man.
Oh, yeah.
I like Tyler Warren a lot. Speaking of,
I still cannot believe, dog, that Will Johnson's out there.
I know.
I'm cool. I mean, I can't believe Jalen Walker's out there either. But interior off-ball linebackers, they don't get drafted high anymore. So
Nope. Here's Shannon Sharp's actual statement. You see his statement?
Yeah. I watched the video.
But so, you know, I didn't see the video. He's a married man.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is married, isn't he?
Shannon Sharp's not married, dog. He hasn't been married for like 20 years.
No. I'm sorry. Sterling is married. Because remember the video where he went to go visit his brother?
Shannon's notoriously playboy.
Okay, he is a bachelor.
Yeah.
And then what was the other thing he had last year when
they were saying he was bumping some chick?
He filmed it?
No, it got caught on somebody's live, like not live,
right.
but
yeah. He had
just the audio.
Yeah, but then right after that, he started pitching his sex pill.
Well, it was before it actually, but he got big after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
I don't believe it. I saw all the stuff, man, all the stuff he released. I don't believe it, man.
Don't believe it?
Nah. I don't believe it. And usually I don't say nothing about it. I just let my opinion ride. I'll be like, but this sound. None of it sounds believable.
Colts quarterback right now is Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Big arm out of Florida.
One of my favorite quarterbacks in the league to watch.
Lots of potential, super athletic.
Trash.
I would put him as a
trash.
Version of Cam Newton.
I enjoyed watching.
No. He ain't no Cam.
He's just so raw. He's got his arm strength is insane.
Man, he'll make a play that make you say, "Oh my God, I've never seen anybody do it in my life." And then the next play after that, he'll throw like the worst play you ever seen in your life. Like, what the fuck is going on?
So
in the same drive, really. He'll throw a 60-yard bomb on a rope of 1 foot, falling backwards of no steps back.
Hold up. Daniel Jones signed with the Colts.
Yeah, but he ain't
in the offseason.
Yeah,
so we don't know what's gonna happen.
That's like white Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson is like watching prime Rex Grossman play.
Yeah.
There you go. Danny Dimes. Like said
chuck it. He's just chuck it and fuck it.
Hug it. Chug it. Football.
Yeah.
Zach and Mary make a porno.
Yeah, good movie.
Great movie.
And your little ow and your little dog.
Remember the old
that was a football game. You see it? I need some coffees from the drive.
He's like, ow! You and your little cat.
Remember the old fuck it, I'm throwing deep meme?
Sexy Rexy unleashed the sex dragon. The sex
that was Haneke. Throw it up deep to McLaurin.
No, Rex Grossman. Fucking, I'm going deep. You ain't seen it? I'll show you the photo.
I got it right here.
Go ahead. You can show it.
All right, let me see if I can find it because Lord knows, I don't even know if that's. Oh yeah, there it is. It's from Kissing Susie Colbert blog back in the day. This is in 2006.
Susie Colbert still fine.
It's like a picture, a meme of him throwing the ball like that, and it's words on the outside. Yeah.
It just says, "Is that Berrien?" I think it's triple covered.
You know what?
I'm going Derek Harmon.
Thank you so much. Says we will stay put. Will we stay put? Trade back or trade up? Might be I would say stay at 29 and get an edge. All right, guys. That's two for the goal. 2 for the goal. 3 more super chats. We will get Phil to pound a beverage.
Sis. All right. So if I read this thing, just so you know, it's going to immediately demonetize us. But F it. That's why we're taking super chats, because Lord knows we get demonetized on a weekly basis. Is that Berrien? I think he's triple covered. You know what? Fuck it. I'm throwing it downfield. Yeah, I see Jones open on the flank, but fuck that. Dump off passes are for faggots. I'm fucking
hold on.
That's what he said?
Yeah, that's what it says. I'm fucking sexy Rexy Grossman. I can get that ball in there. Even if I can't, I bet I'll be able to pull it off the next go around. I like throwing the ball long. It makes my dick hard. What's that? I should throw a quick slant? Fuck that. That's gay. Button hook? Gay. Flare out? Gay. Screen pass? Kevin Spacey? Gay. This is fucking football. You can't expect the wins to come to you. You can't massage that shit. You gotta grab that game by the throat and rape you.
He really
Kenny Powers at quarterback.
There it is, Dev.
Got that line.
There it is, Dev. Thank you so much, T.O. Jimmy. Appreciate you, Brad, guys. Thank you so much.
And thanks, grape. Make your own things. You ever loving shit out of it.
I mean,
I think
honestly,
this is where Jalen Walker goes. I'm guessing. Atlanta guy.
you think
Just-
so?
Makes sense. I think Atlanta has spent a lot of money on offensive weapons over the last few drafts. I think they do go defensive here. Oh, fuck, man.
Still got some time to go.
Yeah.
Thank you, T.O. Thank you, brother. Tyler Warren to the Colts, man. To the Colts he goes. I mean, Daniel Jones, of course, I think he's going like Deluxe says, I think he's going to beat Anthony Richardson. Which what does that do for Anthony Richardson?
I don't think he does I think he does, but I think Anthony Richardson gets hurt. And,
but they invested a first round pick in him, right?
Yeah, I think Anthony Richardson gets to start the year as quarterback, but then I think he always gets hurt.
I mean, Daniel Jones did pretty good with tight ends. When he had Darren Waller, and then he had I forget the other tight end on the Giants' name. It escapes my mind, but Daniel Jones was pretty good with tight ends. So Tyler Warren would probably do well. You know, on Twitter the other day, I saw someone posted a question: who had the better career, Carson Wentz or Baker Mayfield? And I was like, what? It's Baker Mayfield, and you don't even think twice about it.
Yeah,
it's Baker. Why would you even compare? Now, Carson Wentz had one phenomenal year. He was going to be the MVP of the league, 100%, till his back got broken. I think we broke his back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was us.
Do you think
scoring a touchdown?
Yeah, I think Ryan Kerrigan did it, if I'm not mistaken. So speaking of Jackson Dart, we're talking about drafts. Check this out.
I see this guy. Yeah. Go ahead.
You ready?
Here's his snap count.
No, I want to hear the snap count.
Yeah.
Really? Every time?
Every time.
Do you have like a dummy clap or anything?
Yeah, we call it purple.
What's that? No shit.
Yeah.
For 3 years, you've been clapping. I think I could do that.
Let me hear it.
No, I ain't doing it.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So, I mean, everything's based off one play now. Everything's based off an RPO.
No, but I know, but like, I think he was. I don't know if he was trying to mock him or that was Jackson Dart, by the way.
Yeah,
I feel like he was trying to mock him.
What he's trying to say is that takes no talent.
Yeah,
whatsoever. I don't know.
It takes talent to make it run.
Right. College offenses
are years.
College offenses are a different animal, man. Like, you don't really have to know how to read defense. They tell you everything. I even think they keep the headset on longer, right? Or some bullshit. Like, I think that basically they spell out the play for you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole different machine. That's how come those guys throw 60% of shit in college, man. And you're like, man, come the fuck out, man. It's got a illegal screen.
All right. The pick is in. The pick is in for the Falcons. The pick is in. Who's it going to be, guys? Michael Penix is getting the nod this year. I don't believe.
I forgot Kirk even there.
Well, Kirk was going to wait till after the draft to deactivate his no trade clause, so he can go to a team. This is crazy though. What kind of team is going to go to the draft?
Well, he didn't want to get up in a situation again where
correct.
He goes.
I get it. He didn't want to get Penix again. But what kind of team is going to say, "Well, I'm not going to draft anybody, so I can get Kirk Cousins"? Like, it doesn't make sense.
If let's say a team was looking for a quarterback and they couldn't get one in the draft, or they didn't like anybody.
You're going to have to draft. You're going to have to make the trade tonight, like right now. We'll give you a third round or whatever the number is. I don't know what it is. For Kirk
trade
Cousins.
2026 pick. Get who you want now. Trade for Cousins. Try to win now. Just a thought.
Yeah.
There's been a trade.
That's Raheem Morris, right? Falcons coach Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris, yeah.
Yeah. He always gives
Washington
Dan
Commanders have traded their first round pick.
Don't do that. That's
For
a lot.
Kirk
If you only got the audio, it's a joke. I
mean, it's not like we're talking about Paul Rudd or Danny Brown over here. So
my Knicks are up 112 to 105 with 59 seconds left.
I think they got this.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's actually behind too because I stopped it when I went there to get a drink. So I think it is 55 seconds left. So 4 seconds behind. 108 to 112.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody has spoiled the Falcons pick yet. It's actually
Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker.
I called that.
Did you?
Yeah, I said this is a perfect place for Jalen Walker to go to Georgia. Georgia guy. Yeah.
Didn't have to travel very far.
No, right down the street, bro. College Station.
Man, 6'1", 243.
College Grove.
Good for him.
Go.
I don't know if he's present at the combine. I mean, at the draft.
6.5 sacks at middle linebacker is pretty good, though, bro. It's actually very good. Surprised he fell that low. But like I said, like we were talking about, off-ball linebackers, man, they've kind of diminished their roles.
Yeah.
Very few Wagners out there, bro. And Warners. But hey, you start with a W, maybe you're in there, man. Warner, Wagner, Walker. You know what I'm saying?
Slippy, slappy, swimmy, Swanson?
I don't know what you're talking about there, but all right.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber, dude. Come on.
Oh.
Samsonite. I was way off. No?
Yes, Samsonite.
Remember looking at the briefcase? Dang.
They think Shaq Barrett.
Shaquille Barrett.
Comparison.
I like it. All right, I guess
We might get somebody nice, man.
It's a possibility.
I mean, there's a lot of names still out there. So this draft is deep on starters. Not necessarily deep on stars, but we need solid starters. We need guys who are going to play.
We need this one to get home court advantage back. Gotta make that shot. They're gonna foul the rest of the game, I think. My parlays don't look good, Steve.
No?
Man, I'm close on one, but I ain't gonna get it. Josh Hart only got 6 points. I can bet him to get 15. Literally, that's the only thing stopping me from getting $1,473. It's literally Josh Hart only scoring 6 points. I haven't scored 15. And a double-double. He got the rebounds, I think. But that's the only thing that stopped me. We're up 6. 20 seconds, 23 low.
I'll tell you what, Bleacher Report has an all-star group here doing their draft coverage because they got both Micah Parsons and Darius Slade Jr. So good on them. That's
yeah.
Bryce almost had a triple-double at 28 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Towns 31 points, 8 rebounds. Paul Reed does a good job defending. All right. I'm talking about the basketball, sorry. Who's available? On the clock, it is the Cards, but
yeah.
Now we're up 3. Jesus.
All right. If I can stay awake for the Commanders pick, that's the problem, dude. No one's gonna be able to stay awake.
I am.
I'm gonna guess. Hold on, it's 9:51. 9:51. I don't know. I thought 11 o'clock.
Will Johnson's still there, bro.
I do. So Deluxe, you're on the sub. I do feel like it was moving, and then I feel, it goes quickly. But like the first pick, Cam Moore. Like, why did Tennessee have to take all 10 minutes to get Cam Moore? Like, you knew you were going to get Cam Moore, and so like Phil was saying, like, why do you? Why is there all the drama in it? Is what I'm saying. I don't know. I whatever. I'm popping into these chats, man. I'm gonna go say hi to Corey real quick. I'm just in these texts.
Who do you think the Cardinals pick?
It's a good question.
I think it should be Will Johnson.
It's kind of hard to tell where the Cardinals. I'm not really like up on them.
They should go offense, but I don't think there's anybody outside Matthew Golden. I don't think there's any. They got a good running back. They drafted running backs already. They got good running backs, but I think the receiver Matthew Golden should be it. But this is probably too high for him, right? I mean,
John Campbell go yet?
Yeah, he went like first 2 or 3 picks. Talking about the offensive tackle.
No, linebacker. Jihad Campbell, not Will
Campbell.
No.
Jihad Campbell hasn't gone yet.
I think Campbell goes to. I think
that's
Campbell comes in.
Hey, Jonathan, I was just over on his stream saying hi. Thanks for popping in, Jonathan. Appreciate you, man. Just making the round, saying hi to everyone on this fine draft night, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, just that pick, Jalen Walker. I figured John Campbell will be the next best linebacker.
Tia, what's up, Tia? Better late than never.
Carson, 2 hours in. Y'all guys were talking about still up there.
Thank you for popping in, Tia. Belated happy birthday as well to our girl Tia.
Oh shit!
She had a birthday, a little while ago.
I probably said that once before.
All right, said
James Pierce, the 4th best available pick. James Pierce is my dream, is my hope pick. That's why I hope if we stay there, I hope we pick James Pierce. There are guys I would pick if they're available though. Like if Marion Hampton is there or Henderson, I ain't gonna be mad.
They got Walter Nolan was the pick for the Cardinals. That's an interesting pick. Damn. I didn't see Nolan going this high.
He's an edge rusher, right?
Defensive tackle.
I'm not really familiar with him. I've heard the name though.
Yeah, Kenneth Grant went a bit sooner than I expected. I don't even think Walter.
He wasn't on my radar.
I don't think Nolan was on a first rounder on most boards.
Yeah, I don't see it. That's crazy.
That's the first kind of surprise pick. No, you know what? I see him at number 11 on someone's board here. So
man, I think this is what if we lose Pierce, I think this is where it's gonna happen, bro. I hope not. I hope we don't lose Pierce right here. I don't think we'll get him anyways, but I hope that if we do, I hope this isn't where we lose him. Because they'll be mad. They have Henderson and Pierce. Hendrickson and Pierce.
Like, I'm with you, Dev. If Pierce is available,
I would pick Derek Harmon over Walter Nolan, by the way. I didn't say that, but I
think Derek Harmon goes here.
Derek Harmon would have been my pick if I was going defensive tackle. I wouldn't pick a defensive tackle right here. There's a lot of them. You can get one of those two should have been available in the second round. So, I mean, or later in the first, I feel like you could have traded back and got Nolan, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could have traded back and got Nolan or Derek Harmon, my opinion. I hope it's not James Pierce because I want him. But if I were Bengals, I'd pick James Pierce here. But you say you think it's going to be Derek Harmon.
I think it's going to be Derek Harmon. I think they're going to try to complement and some inside presence to go along with Trey Hendrickson on the outside, since Hendrickson is not going anywhere apparently.
I think Will Johnson is the best pick they should pick, but I think they're scared of losing Hendrickson after this year. So I think that's why they go after James Pierce. I think they're going to be scared to lose Hendricks. And in fact, that probably makes him more available for trade.
So
I would offer my 29 for him. There we go.
Oh, we got Mr. Titan. Hold up. Mr. Titan's gonna join us.
Oh shit.
Hold on one second, Mr. Titan. Let me
There he is.
What up, Alejandro?
What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing? You live from
Nissan
Stadium, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, man. What do you think about your pick?
What's the experience like?
What do you think about your pick?
Well, first of all, I never realized how happy someone can be being the number one pick. It's crazy. I'm like looking around, like, damn, like these people, like we're happy because we're the number one, like we're the worst team, and we're having a draft party. But it is what it is. People are really excited. They made it a big deal around here. I mean, people are still watching the draft, but it seemed like the crowd was excited. They're excited for the new page of the Tennessee Titans and the new QB. So
Yeah,
only time will tell, man.
I know. Checking in with you before with the season, you thought Will Levis was going to be the guy, so now it's Cam.
Yep.
I told you about Will Levis.
So I gotta ask you this, Mr. Titan.
What's up?
Are y'all excited because you got Cam Ward? Was that why everyone was excited? Or was everyone excited because y'all were gonna pick by 8:30 and everybody can go to hell home and not be like us jabronis and having to wait till 11 o'clock for our first round pick?
I think they're just excited for a fresh new face in the franchise. Unfortunately, with Will Levis, it didn't work out. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm nervous. Like I said, I love, Cam Ward's. I wasn't too high on Cam Ward. I wasn't too high on Shedeur Sanders as well. But I mean, hey, it's going to be the face of the franchise. They're going to back him up, and hopefully they don't do what they did to Marcus Mariota and set him up for failure. And I'm a little bit nervous about the Titans because Titans tend to do that, and we have a lot of holes, and so we'll see.
All right.
How many more picks do you all have in the draft?
What's up?
How many more picks do you have in the draft?
I think 6 more. We all have a second rounder though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, man.
All right,
So
guys.
are you flying back home tonight so you can catch the rest of the draft tomorrow, or what you doing? Are you hanging out in Tennessee? Are you hanging out in Tennessee to watch the rest of the draft, or are you going back home?
I'm going back home tomorrow morning. I'm out.
Nice.
You can be home just in time for the second round. I got you.
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks for popping in, man.
Right?
Hey, brother. Peace. Thanks, Alex. See ya.
See ya, guys.
This defense last year, not good. Tied for 25th in points per game.
That was dope. Glad he checked in, man. That was cool. That was good stuff. Good friend of the show, Mr. Titan. Go check him out.
We didn't ask him what he thought about Ward.
Yeah, we did.
He said he wasn't that high on.
Yeah, he was not high on Ward at all.
I didn't hear that part. I just
That was
heard
an honest assessment.
I think
Coming from
your
the
edible's
draft
kicking
party.
Likely. Well, the Knicks went to like last second mode, dog. They're up 2 points with 0.5.
The Bengals select Shamar Stewart. That's a little right.
We highlighted him a few times.
Sure did.
Yeah.
I forget. I don't know if it was Phil or Dev that said they would have loved if he fell to 29. One of y'all said
I did.
That was Phil. Yeah.
Very athletic dude.
I would have been happy with that.
Texas A&M.
Hey man, James Pierce is still there, man. Come on
with it.
Speaking of that, first of all, Corey Sanchez.
Mike Green's still there too. He's
love. Hey,
yeah, making the
you've
rounds.
always been a friend of the show. Tia says that Pierce is projected to be like Chase Young, uncoachable.
I mean, if he gives me Chase Young's production, I'll take it.
I don't know if he is that it. It's like it's so vague with him.
Yeah.
What the issue?
I think he's more speed rusher than Chase Young.
No, I'm talking about.
I think Chase Young's way more complete.
The reasons why people don't like Pierce seem to be a lot very vague. Like no one says, it's not like, okay, here's a guy who had very specific examples against him, Darius Geis. We knew what Geis was about. We had specific stories. We don't really have anything on Pierce other than problem. And I'm like, can we get some refinement on that? Something? Like, we had an anonymous coach tell us all this specific stuff why they don't like Shedeur Sanders. We can't get that about Pierce.
Yeah, I mean,
he was arrested. He was arrested in a traffic stop
right?
in Knoxville for driving 63 miles an hour in the 35 on a suspended license, no insurance, no lack of proof of insurance, illegal window tint. Those charges were dropped 2 weeks later. There's a high school former teammate described him as having anger issues and saying they think it's crazy. But they said that post was deleted. Somebody put it on like a college site. That seems to be it. Just knucklehead shit. Not anything illegal. So I mean, other than the traffic with the 63 and the 35. I hope the cops ain't listening to this. My brother-in-law's a detective. I hope they're not listening. But I shoot across the street in a 35, going about 70 all the time, bro. I mean, and I'm an old ass man, dog. I mean, it's not that crazy. It's an old ass road, no one's on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm not gonna not draft a guy because of speeding.
There's a road on my way to the gym.
Not racing someone.
There's a little bypass road on my way to the gym. It bypasses the commercial part of this town, and it runs through some fields, and it's a 2-lane road. It's 25. I'm constantly looking down, going, "Shit, that's 55." Just because it feels like you can go 55. It's an wide open road. It's not narrow. Once you get past the first 2 blocks, you're just running through open fields. Why am I going 25? Should be going 55.
Right.
So I can get that to some extent. Now, if he's doing 63, 65, whatever, through like a residential area or something,
that's wild.
Then you're dumb. You're dumb.
But they dropped the charges, and it was like mostly looks like no insurance. Another thing, there was a coach I looked at just said that he was like, they say a lot of the things they look at a character flaw in him is that he's real quiet. He doesn't participate in like functions, but they said he's the one of those kind of guys who only cares about football. So he doesn't do, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't like media.
If that is the case, I like that.
Right.
It means it means he's not about the bullshit.
Right. That's what his coach was saying. He doesn't really participate or do anything but football. That's the kind of player you're getting. So I don't know. Hey man, Montez Sweat slid like this, do some bogus shit that really wasn't true. So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? If he slides,
they said Tez had a misdiagnosed heart condition.
Yeah. Turned out probably that wasn't even a real thing either. Somebody just put that out there.
Do you remember the when Montez Sweat got drafted and the video of him during his like celebration with his family? Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, you don't remember it?
I'm sure there's a video of it somewhere.
I walked in right as he was getting drafted. I was like, wait, what?
I'm gonna show you the Montez Sweat draft. So remember he had a dude that was kind of like hugged on behind him.
Oh yeah. It looked like that. I do remember that. Like the pause moment.
It was a very awkward moment.
Yeah. Certain things as a light skinned dude you can't get away with.
Now, before we go, Ray Zabel.
And it made people like wonder, like, what?
I feel like if your eyes are hazel, there's certain things you can't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll find the video. I got it saved somewhere.
I feel like if your color is
guard from
no, like Deluxe, I wouldn't be okay with Chase Young level production. I'm saying Chase Young's solid though. The problem with Chase Young, it wasn't that he wasn't a good football player. The problem with him was that we thought that he was going to be Lawrence Taylor. We thought he was going to be a game defining. What ended up Michael Parsons ended up being. That's what we thought we got, bro. But we ended up getting Clowney, just a solid dude who could solid pass rusher, solid against the run, dog. You know what I'm saying? He was solid. He's made an All-Star game. He's getting paid millions of dollars, though. They gave him an increase. He's not a bad player. He's going to have a better than solid career, man, as long as he doesn't get hurt. I feel like that's the kind of level of production I'd be okay with, bro, at 29.
Cool Bullock says he Tim Tebow. Talking about James Pierce.
I mean, I don't think he can stop a run. I mean, I think Pierce is more of a Fowler.
He's a pure pass rusher.
Yeah. I think
Here we
he's
go,
more
boys.
Fowler.
Here we go,
But
boys.
We need it. We need 11.
Oh no! Let's see this.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah, Deluxe. I agree. His motor is his problem.
All right. Here we go. Here's the video. You ready? You ready? It's right after this. Watch the homie. Not the guy. The homie comes from behind. Yeah, right there.
Jeez,
He just hugs him so gracefully and gently, and it just like, oh.
They're pulling his shirt down.
Yeah.
Always no ass showing on the internet.
Right when he stands back up. Here it comes.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, it was so funny, dude. And you never heard anything about it again for a long time.
He was at scrub service.
Yeah, here it goes. That guy right there. Watch.
Nice fade, by the way.
Right there, right here. Looks like Lil Wayne.
I'm like, bro.
Man, but you know, that's probably his brother.
No, the bro. Your brother does not hold you.
What if he has autism or something though, or some shit? You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
You know, so we don't know what's going on.
He's got a grill.
I was gonna bring it up as soon as I said I was like, they got autism. You know, but why wouldn't he? Why can't autistic motherfuckers have grills?
I never said they could, man. I never said they
sounds
could.
like it's what you're saying, Steve. It sounds exactly. Why did you bring it up then? Why did you bring it up?
Yeah, watch the card or something, man. Great time.
Well, he has a grill.
Making the rounds, guys. I'm making all the rounds on YouTube.
I got a grill, dog, and I'm a bona fide retard. So
yeah, that's funny. That is funny, dude.
Autism, not retarded. What's that? What's the name?
Like maybe he's autistic. Well, he has a grill.
No, it's Tropic Thunder. Yes, we got to bookmark that. That's Tropic Thunder. Remember, he said, man, he's autistic, not a retard. Motherfucker he's a goddamn war hero. Remember that?
You never go full retard.
Yeah, you don't remember that, man? He said, never go full retard. You won't win a war, Steve. Come on, bro. Play the clip.
I remember.
One of the greatest movie clips of all time, bro.
Let's
never go full retard.
Let's say this. He didn't go. His boy there didn't go full anything, but he did go about half spicy with how he slid his hands around for that hug. And he probably didn't even mean it either. He's probably just trying to squeeze his way in amongst everyone, and it came across that way. You don't want to reach out too far and whack someone in the head that's in front of them.
This no pause moment was brought to you by the makers of marijuana. Please smoke responsibly.
More than just in my case. Damn, I didn't know you were going to drop.
Or this one.
Smoke weed. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Smoke weed.
Why did I just ride an invisible fucking horse? I don't have no idea why the fuck I was doing that. That was the dumbest shit I've ever done on this podcast.
Hey, were you at Montez Sweat's house when he got drafted?
Ride the lightning, dude.
Fuck you.
Oh man. All right, Tampa's on the clock. The pick is in.
Tampa
just
sounds like the trailer park of America. Tampa.
You said that I would consider living in Tampa.
I know a bitch named Tampa.
Actually, I'd probably move down to like Fort Myers or something like that.
I know a chick named Tampa.
Oh, sent to us from Phil Bullock.
Yeah, y'all wrong. I seen that earlier too. I seen that in the webs.
What is this?
They said
I'll show you. It's everyone's doing the AI action figures.
Oh, that shit is sharp.
Stupid as fucking shit, man.
Shay.
Stupid as fucking shit, man.
Funny.
I had not seen that. I was not prepared for that.
All right, grab back. Another refill.
Phil's funny enough. I mean, Steve is Shannon Sharp is funny enough, man. Where like, if this isn't true, he could survive the roast. You know what I'm saying? He's likable enough to where he could survive if it isn't true. Hopefully, it isn't true, man. You know, I tell you, man. I saw the leaks of the emails or texts they were sending back and forth. It sounded like he was in some pretty embarrassing shit, but I don't think none of it felt illegal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a in jail or court people. You know, I don't know lawyer. I don't know like in a civil suit, you don't need to be guilty. You just need to be liable. So
In court of public opinion, you just have to be
Right.
Identified as being something, and be a controversial figure.
Well, he did yell.
Buck's pick is Emeka Egbuka.
Good pick.
The wide receiver from Ohio State.
Yeah. Good pick.
They are drafting for the Mike Evans or Chris Godwin replacement. That's what
Mike Evans just re-signed.
Huh?
Mike Evans just re-signed.
Yeah, but both of those guys are 30 plus.
Yeah.
So
they also drafted a receiver last year that smoked us. The first game of the year.
Yeah. But that guy is going to be. He's a slot guy.
Yeah.
This is they're getting somebody for the outside to take over for Godwin or Evans, whoever leaves first.
I guess it'll be Godwin because Evans just signed. Emeka.
Egbuka is gone. Damn it.
They're loaded at receiver though. Tampa is loaded at receiver.
Yes,
they also have Shepard still, right? Is he still there?
Sterling Shepard?
I don't think it's his.
Man, some of these pro player comparisons are hilarious on Bleacher Report.
James Jones.
What
the fuck is that?
But you know what it is? They're comparing.
I know George Jones is. He stopped loving her today. Hang a roof up on his door, right? His reef on the door.
I'm gonna read upon his door.
Anytime you use the word upon in a song, you really mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was thinking today, man. Random thought. I was thinking today. There aren't any black serial killers, bro.
Oh, it's dope.
Oh, it is dope. I feel like I used to have that.
Art Monk.
I feel like I used to have that exact one as a kid.
That's Art Monk.
By the way, so
I know I had a Deion Sanders one.
Dev. That's because how they classify serial killers is very. Oh, Gary Clark, that's dope too.
Yeah.
You got Ricky Sanders?
Is a DC Sniper a serial killer?
So a lot of people want to classify Wayne Perry as a serial killer.
Yeah, the DC Sniper, serial killer, right?
No, Wayne Perry's not a
Lee Malvo and
Lee Malvo
but
and
is the DC Sniper serial killer?
What was it? Is it no? Oops! I almost named a former Washington receiver as DC Sniper. What was it, Muhammad?
Yeah, something. It don't matter. But was that nigga was he a serial killer? Technically, I'll say so.
If you look at DC Sniper was different because I think they were trying to do something. That's weird because they worked as a pair.
Yeah, but really one was the main. The other guy was just kind of brainwashing the other guy.
That's Manly.
But Wayne Perry is one of the most notorious murderers in this country.
Was he a serial killer though?
If you look at it, I'll send you a link. Wayne Perry was the boogeyman of DC.
Danny Ainge, Dev.
She crazy.
In the Danny Ainge shorts for sure.
Look at those shorts. Those Danny Ainge shorts.
They fucking Danny Ainge up, bro. Well, I would say, hey, it'd be cool if we did have a cool serial killer, like it's like on Silence of the Lambs. Instead of like it'd be like Wild Bill would be like put the cocoa butter on the body.
It puts the cocoa butter on the knees. The Magic.
What if like Jeffrey Dahmer was like Jamarcus
Magic
Dahmer,
got the mini shorts on too.
He does.
What if Jeffrey Dahmer was like
All
Jamarcus
right,
Dahmer and he
Dev,
like
little history lesson for
the
you.
meat and shit, bro?
Larry Bird.
Crazy.
Yeah, little lesson for you here. You know, his bird shorts are even shorter.
They're shorter. They're shorter than McHale's, aren't? Hold up. Oh, they are.
Why you guys have Larry Bird's ass on the camera, dog?
I'm showing you the shorts.
Oh no, man! They got an ass like a fat woman.
Don't ask me
The
why.
80s, they hadn't gotten molding down right.
Who is this guy? Dixon from the Browns. Who I got? I don't know why.
I had this guy's card somewhere.
Why do I have this? I don't know.
You probably just picked it up. He was a free safety.
Oops.
The
dream.
That probably worth something if you didn't take them out of the boxes. Oh, I got a toy too.
But I got the cards. Got the cards too. Clark, Bird. So I got all the cards to go with those guys. Oh, Hanford Dixon. There you go.
Hanford Dixon, yeah.
Hanford Dixon. So I got all the cards that go with the characters.
Couldn't remember his first name. I was like, I'm sitting going, is it Hamlin?
Hey, I got to do Toy. Let's check this out. Chappelle.
How you like me now?
What's that?
Trap job. Trap job tour.
Oh, Masters of the Universe. Okay. I was like, what's that about?
I was going Easter shopping for my kids, man, and I saw a trap jar and I bought it for myself. I have no idea.
All right, guys, we got
selfish
two donos towards the goal. 3 more, so we
I
get
got a
to
couple
5.
of nasty emails.
I will take another full one of these beers and I will pound it right here.
I got a
Bill
skeleton.
will go to Pound Town. He will go to Pound Town, ladies and gentlemen.
I will take the beer to Pound Town.
I got a Destro big statue piece.
There you go.
I want to go Halloween. Me and Andrea's Destro and Baroness one year. She won't do it though.
Here you go, Phil.
Oh, see,
package is very
You showed us that before. You showed us that before.
Did I?
Yeah,
for
for sure.
This one's unopened. I have some. Yeah, this one's kind of cool. And I think I have.
Making a point here. 2 tight ends went before 2 wide receivers.
That's true.
Tight ends are goats, man.
Or running backs, or 2 of anything. 2 of anything. It went before 2 quarterbacks.
Wait a minute.
Is it getting slower or something? Why the fuck is we still waiting on Denver, man?
I'm trying to see Abdul
They
Carter.
on Naga time.
Abdul Carter's on Bleach Report right now. And I
CTP
can't
time.
read his chain.
I'm gonna get something to it. I want Will Johnson too if he slides. I don't think he's going past y'all. But hold on 1 second. I'm gonna give me some drink.
Yeah, what does Abdul Carter's chain say? Right there on Bleach Report. When they go back to him.
I'm looking at it. I can't Invader, Infidel. I don't know what it says, man.
Infidel.
It looks like it says Infidel, but I don't think it does.
There you go.
Actually,
Joey T.
I'm gonna pause it. Madden, Immortal, and
all right, let's go back to where we were.
I don't know what it says, but it's weird. There's so much bling on it, I can't tell.
yeah, I can't tell what the fuck that thing says. I mean, he's iced up. This nigga iced up before you get your cash your checks. That's some real good shit, bro.
Broncos pick is in. I never we got that. No, do we know the Broncos pick is?
He's gonna fit in.
Broncos pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? I really want to play the Jeopardy music, but we will not play the Jeopardy music.
Jahdae Barron, cornerback, Texas.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Who is this dude calling it? Who is this dude on stage with the commissioner?
I don't know, but Bleacher Report is interesting to watch. They just have Abdul Carter on there. Carter is like iced. That dude got a $50,000 chain around his neck.
Sorry, it's a guy from a Make-A-Wish Foundation doing the draft pick call. So, Samuel, good stuff, Samuel. All right, this is where Shedeur Sanders can get picked. Right here, to the Steelers. There was a lot of talk about him going to the Steelers.
Can you imagine what would happen if he fell to 29 and we drafted Shedeur Sanders
as Jaden's backup?
Do you know the hell that would break loose? You want to talk about this fan base loves the fracture of our quarterbacks, and when finally we were united on one. If that happened, holy God. Oh my God. We'd be like, oh my God, we got 2 great quarterbacks. Yay. They're like, wait a minute. Man, it's not going to happen. It won't happen. I just like throwing out just these random scenarios. The Commanders draft Shedeur Sanders. They won't. Because I want to imagine, you imagine what social media around this team is going to be like. Can you imagine?
We're healthy, dude. Tia says I can dig it. Shedeur going to Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's possible. I think it's probably coming. I think it's shooter time.
I'm just trying to think. Who else would Pittsburgh be looking at?
I mean, they always have a stout defense. They always have a stout defense. Always. Always. But who are the best prospects left is the question. Who are the best prospects left, and where are they? Where do they fit?
I mean, it's hard to say, but I mean, if you're talking about Pittsburgh's got
Like, what are the big boards left?
Barron went over him.
Huh?
Dave Barron
went from Texas.
Went over Will Johnson.
Yep.
Wow.
Now, if you got,
might not have saw the need.
We got guys. Well, Will Johnson, yeah. But
I think today Barron would have went. I think he got would he get hurt or some shit or something happened? Am I talking about the wrong guy? Somebody got it was a corner. I can't remember. He got hurt, and he would have been easily the top corner, but he got hurt last year and didn't play. Could be wrong.
Tio says after this round of our pick, I'm going to bed soon. I have to get up early tomorrow. So do I. Tio. But we're at the end of the round, so we drafted 29. It's 32 picks. So just letting you know what you got in store for you there, Tio. Who's the Steelers running back? It's Najee Harris still, isn't it?
It is Najee Harris.
And they also got another guy who's pretty good. It's a backup. But this is where I saw a guy like Kenneth Grant going. Was around this pick, but he's already long gone. So I don't know. I thought they would.
Mike Green or James Pierce. Mike Green or Don Iziraku. All these dudes are still available. All of them.
And let them all fall.
That's why I think we'll trade back.
Come on.
That's why
it's getting great. It's getting great. This is the part of the draft where you're like, okay, this is what you like to see.
Because enough guys are starting to slip that you're starting to get a little hope.
Yeah.
You're starting to be like,
they could pick Deion's son, man, but they not. They pass him up. I think
Mike Green was supposed to go like top 10. I don't know why
he's slipped down some draft boards too. He's another one who's projected more in the 20s. Derek Harmon, defensive lineman from Oregon.
Oh man, Lufa Burden's still available too.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite defensive tackle right here.
Interior defensive line has dominated the early part of this draft.
Derek Harmon was my favorite.
A lot of defensive tackles that are gone.
He was my favorite. Draft. He was my favorite one.
Derek Harmon. Who's the Steelers quarterback? Mason Rudolph.
Fields.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, Fields on Jets. No, Fields on Jets.
He went to the Jets.
That's right.
Maybe Kirk Cousins
it's
or
Mason
maybe
Rudolph and Skylar Thompson.
No, maybe Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Man,
Najee Harris played for the Chargers now. Well, that must have been this past offseason.
That's it. Hey, Steelers might be a candidate to trade back up for this 29 though. To grab a Shadur Sanders or a Dart or a Shug.
I'd make them pay out the ass.
I definitely did. I definitely need second round picks.
Najee Harris was there. Jalen Warren is the guy who's probably going to start at running back for the Steelers this year. Jalen Warren really kind of came on as Najee's backup.
Did they franchise tag Najee?
Najee plays.
No,
Najee on Chargers.
I missed that happening.
So who's on the Steelers depth chart for running
He says these some big dudes. Hey Tia, do you like big dudes?
Big dudes.
Are you a fan of big dudes? Like some kind of a big dude. South Carolina ain't that far away.
There you go. All right, guys, we're getting closer. Chargers.
I'm
on the clock.
It's intriguing because this draft is not quite. A lot of the guys are going where they need to go, but they're not going to the teams or they're not going in the slots that I thought they would. Somebody's going to trickle down from a much higher spot to us, I think.
Already has. Like right now, it looks like we're gonna have probably choose between Pierce or Mike Green or Zachary if we wanted to go edge. And they're even the best players in the draft. I mean, there's still Will Johnson. There's still Will Johnson out there. There's still John Campbell out there.
What's the Phil? Who do you think they drafted?
Still,
I thought
Trevion
Henderson
Henderson
be the guy, or James Pierce if they fall. Scourton's another one who may go. These are all edge defenders that I'm mentioning.
Trevion Henderson's still there. A lot of people's favorite.
I don't think Trevion is going to be the pick.
I don't think Trevion gets picked the first round.
A first round pick on our running back. We're not in that dire need.
Yeah, I don't think he gets picked the first round.
I feel like it's going to be an edge defender, but watch. I feel like it's going to be an edge defender. They'll draft a corner.
Man, if Will Johnson is there, man, you got to take him.
I don't think Will Johnson will be there. See, I would have thought Johnny Barron would have fallen to us, to be honest. But Will Johnson
may fall
to us.
Didn't they lose to Sante Samuel Jr. to the Chargers?
But
is that where he was at?
Who?
Sante Samuel Jr. Where was he at?
Who are you talking about? You had something
corner.
in your mouth.
The corner, Sante Samuels Jr. The corner.
Oh, I don't know where
he's
he
on the
went.
Chargers.
No, I think it's a free agent. I think he is a free agent, restricted too, or some shit. I think it's a free agent.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, so I wonder if this is where he goes, man.
You still got Maxwell Hairston out there at corner.
Yeah, right, but I'll take Will Johnson over him any day.
Or Maxwell Hairston? Oh, I don't know.
Will Harrison's a monster.
Nick Emenworry.
6'2", 4'4", dude.
Then you also got, besides that, you got Nick Emenworry, who's a safety. He's falling. James Pierce is out there.
I want James Pierce. Don't make no mistakes about this. I want James Pierce if we stay here.
Above Mike Green?
Yeah. I know, man. The one thing we need, Mike
Donovan
Mike Pierce does what we need better than anybody in the draft, dog. The one thing we don't have is pass rushing. He does that better than anyone in this draft, outside of obviously Carter, who was not attainable for us. So I'm taking Pierce Jr.
I'm taking
Mike Green. Bonafide.
Who's this guy the Cowboys drafted? He is. That dude's looking sharp.
On the guard,
yeah,
he's rough. He was a good.
Give me Mike Green, dude. Mike Green over.
I like Mike Green.
No one got it. What's up with these linemen with expensive chains?
I feel like Mike Green is. He's light, just like Pierce, except he's not as fast as Pierce.
Is these big dudes looking? They're all dressed nice. They got big platinum chains on.
Right.
Usually, you save that for the wide receivers or running backs. Maybe an occasional quarterback, but a lineman.
Yeah,
really? We got to bump up big boy swag now. Damn.
Yeah, who pick Will Johnson or Mike Green? Will Johnson, Mike Green, or James Pierce.
But let me ask you this: Will Johnson, great cornerback, right? What is the bigger need? A cornerback when you have Mike Samuel and Marshawn Lattimore, or an edge rusher where you have who?
If you're going need, you got to go with Pierce or the Mike Green. If you're going need, but if you're going best player available, dog, Mike Johnson's the pick. You can't be mad at
Will Johnson. You can't get mad at it. What I'm saying is you need an edge rusher more than a cornerback.
I agree.
6'5".
You need an edge rusher more than a cornerback.
Yep, I agree.
6'5", 245 for James Pierce. Mike Green is 6'3", 251.
Not that much of a difference.
No,
James Pierce is lightning fast, bro.
Pierce got length. Pause.
Pierce also lightning fast, bro. He's like Montez Sweat speed.
He's long and fast. Pause.
I'm taking that superior the genetics all day long, bro.
We don't know who the Chargers have picked yet, right?
Nope, they're still on the clock.
Okay.
Chargers have 10 picks in this draft.
Jeez, they probably gonna trade back. They're probably gonna trade back.
or trade up.
No, they're gonna. Well, they can't trade up. They're on the
They're gonna
clock.
trade up on the clock.
No,
Unless
I
they
mean
trade up.
later in the draft.
Yeah.
Take those 10, turn
They
them
got.
into.
Listen to this, but a lot of their picks are late though because they got 22, 55, 86. Then they got 125, 158, 181, 199, 209, 214, and 256.
Yeah,
So
that's some good picks.
seven of those 10 picks are outside the top 100.
For the record, in the Chargers war room with 30 seconds left, it looks like they're still scrambling. Like dudes are on phones, still making calls.
That means somebody's trying to trade.
Never penalize.
Somebody's trying to trade him, dog. Malachi
Yeah,
Starks would be dope also at 29, by the way. I think that's something we absolutely don't need to do is pick a safety at number one.
There's 15 seconds left and they're still on the phone. What are they doing?
Calling in their pick.
But you have two guys on the phone.
The other ones, they're on
5,
hold.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Ding, 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 ding. Still says on the clock.
Penalized.
You know why?
Still says on the clock.
They're giving them extra time through a concert performance.
Huh?
Someone is performing on the stage right now,
Yeah.
but the clock is up. How does that even work?
Because that's what they do. I've seen them do that before. And it wasn't even someone performing.
They skipped the guy one year.
Makes
Remember
no
this?
sense. Giad Campbell still available too.
Yeah. All ball linebackers, like I said, are hard to. They don't go high enough. Chargers got old Louisville, Mekhi Becton, weak ass.
All right,
I like him at guard, but I think he's going back to tackle there. He said.
the pick is in. Just showed on my screen.
That's
I don't know who it is.
Still says on the clock for me.
Here we go.
All right. I guess I'm going to go on social media and share the live stream. Probably should do that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've had plenty of viewers in here for not sharing it on social media, Steve.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I was just going to let it roll, see how it goes.
Thanks to you guys. We love you guys for showing up, man.
Hell yeah.
My next one playoff game, we're up 2-1.
Oh, they did win.
Mm-hmm.
Caps are up 2-0.
Caps are up 2-0. I've been keeping up with them. I'm a low-key becoming a Caps fan, man. Y'all turned me over.
Telling you, man.
Fun team to watch.
I'm going to try to get into hockey next year. I say that every year, but I end up never doing it. I also say I'm going to watch more baseball.
Hampton.
Did not see that coming since they just got Najee Harris. I was like, well, that throws running back out the window.
Why would they do that?
They got Thunder and Lightning.
They got Thunder and Thunder.
Thunder and Thunder, yeah. Yeah, have some. You ain't putting none on that dude, dog. He looks like
a lot of people's dreams in our fan base just got dashed.
I don't think they would have taken him.
Shotguns. OMG. Can this happen to me?
Yeah, I might get Will Johnson. That's who he wanted.
You might get Will Johnson.
Yeah, he said that to me, by the way, while I was at work.
Look, the Chargers got Najee, and
They do have Najee.
Yeah.
I did not realize that either until someone corrected me in chat.
Who's the coach of Chargers now? Your boy, Sean Payton. No, he's at Denver.
No, he has a Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, yeah. I thought Harbaugh. Yeah, Harbaugh. Okay, yeah. He likes to run the ball, bro. He likes to run the ball.
They've comped Amari and Hampton to Joe Mixon.
You're basically paying the dude.
Shotguns is ready. Please, sweet baby Jesus, get Will Johnson.
Chargers paying the dude $50 million a year to hand it off.
Shotguns. What happens if they don't get Will Johnson?
I hope y'all get another corner just for shits and giggles, bro. Like I hope y'all still pick corner, but not him. I hope y'all go like Maxwell Harrison or Siobhan Revel.
Maxwell Harrison's ranked above all the other corners
I don't think so. I got Will Johnson higher. I had him as number one corner in the whole draft, including Hunter. I had Will Johnson higher at corner. I don't think Hunter's the best receiver in the draft either. I just think that he can do so many things, and he's the best player with the ball in his hands. That's not a quarterback.
It's one of those things where if you get him to dedicate to one or the other, he can become the best.
Right. And I think you can use him a lot. I mean, him playing 70% offense, defense, kickoffs, and punts is enough. Kickoffs are going to be crazy important now, by the way. So, I mean, just stuff like that, man. You can throw one there 1 or 2 times a game at kick return or punt return. Oh, my God. Just to make you think.
True.
Yeah,
Tia, by the way, Tia's brought up an interesting point. Lower Shador falls, the more likely a trade back is coming for Washington.
Yeah, 100%.
Because someone want to trade up and get him. I'd make him.
I'm more hurt that I said Shug will go in the first round. Nope.
First round ain't over.
I mean, I guess he could. There's still a lot of time to trade up. I hope we trade back. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I kind of be disappointed I stayed up to watch this shit. But, you know, I think it'd be the best move, especially if
you want to talk about the all-time kick in the ass. We stay up for this pick.
We trade back.
And then we trade back into the second round. We do nothing tonight. Like I got
trade back will be doing something though, Phil.
I mean, would have had a good time with everyone here.
Yeah. Did the Lions ever get a hold of those guys?
They just texted me saying, it's so loud there. They're just trying to wait it out. It's too loud.
Yeah, see, Mr. Titan, everybody left.
Yeah. And they're in a dome.
It's true, yeah. Lions guys are in a dome.
But they just texted and said, we haven't forgot about you guys, so.
I'm great. I can turn this game. I'm going to turn on the big screen to watch this motherfucking draft.
What are the Packers going to do, Shotguns? What are the Packers going to do?
Hold on.
Cheese heads up. Cheese heads up.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to put an extra scoop of pre-workout in my cup tomorrow. This has been a funky draft.
It has. Or the seating, the original seating that everyone had wasn't as accurate as what the teams.
The puzzle pieces are there, but the puzzle pieces are falling in different parts of the board than you thought they were supposed to go. And it's interesting.
Listen who we could get. Jihad Campbell, Golden, Umanwari, Will Johnson, Sanders, Mike Green, Iziraku. They're all available.
Yeah, Pierce. Harrison.
What I'm saying, like Luther Burden. Like these guys could all.
Yeah, I would.
See, this is where BPA becomes a bigger factor.
Yeah.
Usually,
you can still trade back. You can still trade back and
get fallen.
You can still trade back and get the guy it's high on your board.
Excuse me.
But remember, the trade back situation is usually people who have a high second round pick. So I'm gonna look in the second round.
It's Cleveland, New York, Tennessee, Cleveland again. Cleveland might be able to do it. They need a quarterback because they don't know about Watson.
I would tell Cleveland, give me both in
They
that
could
second.
get Shador Sanders, bro, and Hunter.
Yeah, but remember they signed Joe Flacco and
did they draft Hunter? Right? Cleveland draft Hunter. No, Jacksonville.
Jags.
Where's the Jags at on here, though? No, I was gonna say
Raiders could move up.
The Cleveland could have possibly pulled off Shador Sanders and Hunter, dog.
Hey, Raiders have the 5th pick in the second round. What if the Raiders move up?
Jump up to grab Sanders.
GNT and Shador? All right.
I'm gonna hear Rob with that scenario.
Las Vegas.
All right. Packers are excited. Looks like they made their pick.
The pick is in.
What are we doing, Shotguns? What are we doing, Shotguns?
No, it's not back on the
Kool-Aid's on her roasting shotgun. So whatever happened, I think they know. I got 1 minute and 49 seconds according to my TV.
Kool-Aid a Bears fan or something?
Kool-Aid's a Colts fan. Even worse.
Man, how you gonna roast anybody being a Colts fan right now?
Trust me, I have this conversation with him all the time. Yeah. It's fun when we're on
It's
top.
like being a Wizards fan and roasting like
The Knicks.
Cavs. Who has 2 second-round picks?
Cleveland. They have the first and the fourth.
They ain't gonna give those up.
33rd and 36th.
Why do I have a feeling that this is gonna be an odd pick? This
It's definitely none of us are going to see it coming. It's going to be something. It's going to be
like
something
all
none
of a sudden,
none of us
all of a sudden, like Josh Connerly goes or something.
Yeah, it'll be some shit. Oh, I mean, if we take the pick,
And then Shy Guns is gonna have a meltdown in the comments.
I mean,
and I'm here for it.
Josh would be. You talk about the big ass tackle that's 300 something pounds.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
it's not a bad pick. It's just that you don't expect
it would be depending on. That's probably a clear 10 people better than him. That's a clear 10.
Right now, if you look at where he's been ranked, he's in everybody's current top 10 big board right now. Right. After all the other.
Yeah, I mean, I would say he's in a 10. Right on, he's 9 or 10. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to say. I don't.
Phil Bullock says, "Why LeBron's son ain't get this type of hate? Like Shador? A lot of people hate Bron's son.
Yeah, he got more hate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got that was Shador. Bronny's got more hate than any son ever, dog. The history of sons.
Because he's ass. He is ass. Bronny is ass.
He's a second round pick.
Shador Sanders is okay. So stand on this right now. Shador Sanders has a better chance of having a fruitful and star NFL career than Bronny James does as an NBA player.
He's a second round pick. Second round picks theoretically never make it.
Who has a better chance of having a better career, Bronny James or De'Ami Brown?
According to Steve, it's just De'Ami Brown.
Bronny could make it a few years off of genetics alone.
So it's De'Ami Brown then. There we go. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Now you're putting words in my mouth.
The more I think about it, the more I am going to miss De'Ami Brown. That guy just brought something so special to the team. It's going to be tough without him.
It's going to be tough without him, dog. This song's dedicated to De'Ami.
Oh, man.
Where'd he go? To Seattle or some shit? Where'd he go?
Matthew Golden.
Ooh, Shy Guns. You got another receiver.
That's my. But by the way, I'm gonna let Shy Guns know now because I know he's mad. But Matthew Golden is fucking fast, bro.
He is.
like, bro. On Madden, you're gonna be hard to hold on there with him. But he's like super fast, bro.
What's up, Ben?
Tyrone Hill fast.
What's going on?
Ben
Harlow. So I was letting you know.
Deluxe pointed out the Bills, Seahawks, Bears, and Browns all have 2 second-round picks.
Dynamic De'Ami. That's right. Dynamic De'Ami.
Matthew Golden from Texas, 5'11", 191, ran a 40-yard dash in 4.29.
Yeah, when was the last time they picked a first-round wide receiver?
Last year, wasn't it? I don't know who they picked.
They did that. They did that just to piss off Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, he's a weapon though, bro.
Yeah.
Like that dude is
Michael Hyde, welcome.
What's going on?
Back, Michael Hyde.
At least you're gonna be good with him in Madden, Shotgun.
Don't want the Rams to get him.
Shotguns, at least you're gonna be good in Madden with him. He's gonna be able to do some shit on
Ben Harlow with the stats. The last time the Packers drafted a wide receiver in the first round was
2000. I want to guess who it is. 2002?
Yes.
Oh, it's your boy.
It's
your boy. No, it's your boy that's still in the league.
He's not still in the league 22
years. Devontae Adams?
No, he wasn't drafted in 2002.
Oh, I thought he was in the first round.
Devontae was a second-round pick, by the way.
Oof, good value.
Pretty sure.
How long ago was it? How long
I'm
ago
drawing
was it?
blanks. It's got to be.
Oh God, I do know.
It's on the tip of my tongue because he got traded at the end of his. He went to another team at the end of his career.
I know who it is, dog. Oh shit, I know
steadfast, stalwart.
Light skin. It wasn't Freeman. No, the guy that came after Freeman. The guy that came after Antonio Freeman. I can't think of his fucking name, man. I give up. Donald Driver.
Got to be.
Is that it?
Pretty sure it is Donald Driver, but I just want to double check.
Oh, I thought you had a fucking answer, dog. I was sitting here beating my head against it. I would have been twice good on trivia.
By the way, yeah, Devontae Adams was a second round pick. I wanted to double check because I was like,
hey, I got picked Donald
no,
Driver.
it's not Donald Driver.
Wait, hold up. Not Donald Driver.
It's
in that same time frame, though.
Opposite of Donald Driver.
Yeah, I can't. I'm.
Wasn't Antonio
the
Freeman?
Broncos.
Donald Royal?
No. After the Packers, he went to the Broncos, right?
Yes.
Oh shit! The nigga Brandon. Damn.
I'm
not him.
Devon Walker.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have guessed.
Who?
I remember
Devon Walker.
I remember him.
I was thinking of Brandon. What's his face? I don't remember playing for Green Bay.
Not Driver. Damn.
Not Driver. Well, I was wrong on that one.
I thought it was Donald Driver for a second too, and I realized Donald Driver was drafted in '99. I was like, never mind.
Did he go to UK?
Devon Walker was destined to be a huge name. He just never got over the hump.
Didn't Donald Driver go to UK play quarterback? Am I stupid about this? Or was that Cobb? Reggie Cobb for sure played quarterback in UK.
Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
I thought Randall Cobb.
Reggie Cobb was running back for the Buccaneers.
I thought Randall Cobb was a first round pick.
But Randall Cobb was a quarterback in college. He moved to receiver once he got in the NFL.
That's what Mel Kiper said that Lamar Jackson should do.
He should.
Why do we listen to him? I don't know.
Why I think Lamar Jackson is the best football player in the NFL is because I think if Lamar Jackson did play receiver, he would be the best receiver in the league, bro. I guarantee he'd be a top 5 receiver in the league if he had to play receiver.
Got the wide receiver.
I feel like that.
Slick with the kicks. Good draft so far, friends. I'm stream hopping. I'm glad you were able to hop on in.
Appreciate you, bro.
But Shotguns, why are you shocked at that? Because that was really what held y'all back. Y'all kept having receivers in and out of the lineup hurt or not trustworthy. Y'all have one receiver flash one week and a different one do it the other week, but they never were doing it at the same time. So if you get a solid receiver that's every week, Golden is a weapon, bro. And like I was telling them earlier, maybe you weren't on here, but kickoff returns are super important now, man. Like more than ever. They're all going to almost be returned, man. Hell, Eckler made all pro as a kick returner, dog. And the nigga played like 9 games, bro.
So,
you know what I'm saying? So
who did the Vikings get?
No idea. But hey, let's take 1 minute to look at Mel Kiper's shitty takes. Ready?
All right.
Damn.
Jackson didn't make your first mock draft, Mel. If he doesn't get it done as a quarterback, moves to wide receiver, but he's got to be all in on the wide receiver transition. If he's not, then that may alter how you feel about taking him in the second round.
I haven't heard Johnny Manziel. I'm guessing one of the two is your number one. Who does Houston take?
I'm going to go with Johnny Manziel, and I'm going to say Johnny Manziel for this reason. When you talk to people in the league, I get a consensus on Manziel that I don't get with Bortles or Bridgewater. To me, he can be a very good to great player in the NFL.
Guilty. His defense, it wasn't that much worse.
Seattle Seahawks. Sherman, the former wide receiver turned corner, just an average 5th-round pick.
Blaine Gabbert, number 8. Cam Newton at number 10.
He murdered us at Louisville.
Did work in terms of that showing athleticism and that size, which is very imposing, mobility, speed, quickness, and the interview process where you show that football acumen, that character, that face of the organization that you want your quarterback to be moving forward. Cam Newton needs to make amends during his pro day, but certainly for Blaine Gabbert, I think you could make an argument. He's in the mix for the number 1 pick overall.
Blaine Gabbert, by the way, still in the league.
But you're talking about a 2 to 3 year period once he's under center. Look out, because skill level that he has is certainly John Elway.
Jeez, dude. Mel Kiper, man.
John Elway.
Well, I wasn't more of a Todd McShay. Vikings draft Donovan Jackson.
To everybody's defense, I would have picked
Ohio State.
I would have picked.
That's another one I didn't expect. Oh my god.
There's so many people left on the board, dude.
What you drinking on, Fairfield?
Big Ultra.
You grown ass man with that.
Watson's out for the year. Christian Watson's out. Oh, that's right.
I
forgot about that.
So I'm saying, man.
So they needed they saw a receiver higher priority than a quarterback.
Right. I mean, the name of the game right now. I know that everybody likes to say defense,
they're going JJ,
blah blah blah. But offense is what wins in the NFL now, dog. You gotta be able to score, dog.
So the thing is with the Vikings, they're all in on JJ McCarthy, so they want to protect him.
Or you gotta have like a crazy ass Bears defense from 1985. Rest in peace, Mongo.
Yeah. Ben Harlow took his commission to his fantasy football, changed them to kick and punt return points.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I mean, you gotta. Those guys are gonna be very, very important. That's why I said Travis Hunter was the pick, man. I'd have picked him number 1.
Yeah.
We have a trade.
Uh-oh. We have a trade. Ben says, so who's Washington drafted? What were the predictions?
Giants have traded with the Houston Texans.
New York's gonna pick Shedeur, dog.
Giants just traded up for the Texans. They're giving up their 34th, 99th, and a future third.
Get Shedeur, man. I want to see Shedeur getting play for New York, dog. That's a good look for him, bro. The Big Apple.
I don't know if he needs to be in that media boiler.
He ain't got to do it right now. Russ is there. Russ and Jameis Winston and Shedeur in a quarterback room, dog. Hey, we gotta get NFL on that, dog, for a Hard Knocks. I gotta be in that locker room to see
Jameis Winston. Twitter is saying it's Jackson Dart.
Wow.
Jackson Dart. I am going to laugh my ass
off.
off.
Please. This will be the funny.
You gave up 3 draft picks they received the 25th pick. They're giving up their $34.99 and a 2026 third rounder, which is not a terrible trade, but you're going to give that up for Jackson Dart?
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, if it's Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. If it's Jackson Dart, bro.
Good for the Giants, dude. Like,
if it's Jackson Dart, this is Danny Dimes 2.0.
I think they need it. Shadeur's the pick for me, bro. Maybe not even Shedeur. Go get fucking
And I don't think Jackson Dart is necessarily better. It's just that I know all the fans are gonna be mad disappointed.
Go get Will Johnson, bro.
Remember that video of Joe Budden when they drafted Danny Dimes?
No.
Oh my God, I gotta find that now.
Oh yeah, that blank look on his face.
Homeboy was stunned.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because they got him at what? 4?
6.
He got picked above Lamar Jackson, didn't he? Was it the same year?
No, Lamar Jackson was already in the league at that point.
No. Lamar's younger than Daniels by a lot. Lamar's younger than everybody but Herbert. Herbert is like barely older than Lamar.
So this was on Twitter earlier, guys. This was Joe Shane's son, the Giants GM, posted this on IG, then set his account to private.
Oh my God.
Hold on, let me share this. It's so funny because you can see the disbelief just come across his face. I'll full screen it.
You talked about it for the last couple of months, how much they want Daniel Jones got to do. And by the way, just so you know, ESPN named Daniel Jones as a 0-star recruit.
Is he a diehard Giant fan?
Daniel,
yeah.
On behalf of us, I'm going to apologize. Daniel Jones is now the second quarterback off the board. He comes from an athletic family. His sister Becca plays field hockey at Big Carolina.
This is hilarious, bro.
In the 2019 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Daniel Jones.
Man, that nigga had to go to work the next day, bro. Imagine getting booed on your way into work. That would suck. Just show up to work, Steve. Boo! As soon as you get out of your car.
Someone posted this.
Somebody else was doing your job. Boo!
May 1st, 2024. Shadur's going to be a top 5 pick. Where your son going? I got time today. Oof.
Nah, they're gonna roast him on the internet.
Oh, yeah. They're going to get him.
Hey, it's going to be right here, though. I got faith. It's going to be Shadur Sanders. But please be Jackson Dart. Just so I can roast Giants fans. Just
Why
so
would you
I
make
can
a trade like this and it take this long to get the pick in?
Just so I can roast. Just so I can roast Giants fans beat Jackson Dart. For no other reason than that. Just so the whole year I can remind them they picked Jackson Dart over Shadur Sanders when he was sitting right there, bro. I want
that's the license plate guy. I was supposed to join us on the podcast.
I would rather go Will Johnson. I'd rather go Will Johnson if I were the Giants. To keep it real, this still be a smart trade up.
Man.
I got a good corner. They be dope, dog. 2 cornerbacks.
This is New York NY. Sorry, Mel.
Please be Jackson Dart, man. I'm begging. Even though I low key.
What's a dart? What's a dart throw that results in
man.
The Giants about to create a paradox and rip the whole space time?
Man, they're going to get that 2025 version of Daniel Jones, bro. That's what they're going to get.
Dimes 2.0.
Yeah, Dimes, yeah.
Dimes 2.0.
There you go.
How do you do that?
They're going to get dollar
Dimes
dart
2.0.
Throwing dollars out there. So he's going to be throwing darts. That's the name.
Oh, man.
You know what, though? Watch him try out to be a decent quarterback.
Oh, they're on the clock. Somebody else on the clock, so the pick is in.
No. LA
is in. New York's pick is in.
No, it's Jackson Dart. They already drafted.
Oh, my God, they did it. Oh, my God, they did it. Oh,
so apparently New York fans want him. We'll see.
That one, nah, they just cheer because they on camera.
Mr. Clap. Mr. Clap. 6'2", 223.
Oh, my God. They picked Jackson Dart over Shadur Sanders. Bro.
Comp Jalen Hurts.
This is going to happen. He's going to slide out of the second round. Hey, I had Tyler Shug going over Jackson Dart, bro, personally. I was wrong. This is wild. We're going to trade back, bro.
So much talent on the board. We're
going to trade back, bro.
I'm feeling the same way too.
It's almost irresponsible not to, right?
I mean, you only got 5 picks. Why you should?
Fucking shit, bro. The draft is wild, bro. This is must-see TV. This is some bullshit, but Jackson Dart goes over Shadur Sanders. Probably my so far shocker of the. I mean, that can't get any more shocking than that unless somebody gets stigmata or some shit on camera. But other than this, like nothing.
Falcons have traded with the Rams to get the 26th pick.
They're gonna get Stafford's replacement, bro. Shadur Sanders go to LA. I'm gonna say this every time though. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Atlanta just gave up a first round for the 26th pick.
I can't believe the Giants picked Jackson fucking Dart.
They gave up a first rounder to get back in the.
Oh my God! I wish I had some close friends that were Giants fans. It's gonna be Shadur Sanders, bro. I think it's gonna be Shadur.
What do you mean?
To the Rams.
Oh, to Shadur to the Rams?
Yeah, they gotta pick. Stafford ain't gonna be around for long, bro.
That's true.
But I mean, honestly, let's be honest. What I think it could be Jaden Higgins, Trey Harris.
But Jimmy Garoppolo's there.
They lost your boy at receiver.
Puka?
No, the other dude.
Cooper?
Yeah.
Where did he go? I forgot.
I forgot too.
That's like with the kicks. Shadur to the Commanders. Nah, bro.
I was talking about
Phil was talking about it.
Do you know how insane that would be?
I would love
Dude, he would not want to be a backup. We already got Mariota and Hartman. Where would he fit?
No, he was cool with being a backup in Giants here. I talked about it.
I guess
I can't have Jackson Dart.
Totally unnecessary. Unnecessary. He's not mobile. He can't run the offense like the other guys do.
It's weird. I don't know.
I thought he was going to go. I think he was going to go to
Cleveland.
Man.
Look, man. The gift just keeps on giving, dog. The gift just keeps on giving. Like They.
I don't think so, Ben. I don't think we're going guard or a line. I don't think we are.
They must have been scared that someone else was going to get them, though, right?
Who?
Jackson Dart. They had to have been scared to jump
about,
up that.
About 10 days ago, the rumors came out that the Giants were in on Jackson Dart.
Really?
Remember, I just showed you Joe Shane's son was posting on Instagram about Jackson.
I looked at that more or less because I thought it was because they assumed that Sanders would be gone by now.
A lot of people did.
So I didn't look at it as like if everything was out square on the board, I would pick Jackson Dart.
We all agree. We just think it'd be funny.
Ben wants to get Trevion Henderson at Ohio State.
Oh man, ESPN has the Giants' first round quarterbacks since '67. Phil Simms, Louisville, Phillip Rivers, Daniel Jones, Jackson Dart, dog. But they traded to Phillip Rivers.
Eli Manning.
They traded Phillip Rivers for Eli Manning.
Eli Manning, yeah.
So here's the funny thing: if they drafted Shador,
oh no,
James Pierce goes.
James Pierce is off the board
to the Rams.
They traded up for James Pierce, man.
I'm sorry, to Atlanta. Yo, look at this trade. Have you seen this trade that Atlanta did? So Atlanta traded their 26th pick and their 101st. I'm sorry, they're getting the Rams 26 and the Rams 101st. The Rams get the 46, 242, and a 2026 first round pick. So Falcons gave up a little bit there to get Jackson Dart. I'm sorry, not Jackson Dart, James Pierce Jr. Jesus Christ. Let me keep drinking.
Jackson Dart. It's a guess. That every now and then the Lord shows you how he exists. He just keeps giving you blessings.
George said in the group chat the Rams robbed Atlanta. What did they give up? What did Atlanta give up to do that?
They gave up, I'll tell you, right here. They gave up their 46th pick, their 242 this year, and next year's first round pick.
Okay, 242. Say it
46.
again. 46 of this year?
Mm-hmm.
46, 242.
And next year's first round pick.
Dog, for a bottom first round pick. That's
on, and they also Atlanta gets the Rams 101st pick.
Okay, that less of this year.
Yeah.
Anybody looked on Deion Sanders' Twitter? What's he saying right now? I want to put my Twitter on this computer here. On this here computer. I was trying to go on Twitter because I don't want to ruin any picks.
Mike Green, dude.
Yeah.
I think Mike Green's next
I
one.
get it.
Oh,
Some people just got a knack.
I feel like we're not going to go with a conventional pick here. It's been one we're going to go, oh, okay. Like one of those kinds.
Nah, I think we trade that son of a bitch.
I mean, it would fit in with this draft.
Best available player, I think, right now, is still Will Johnson. I mean, if you want to go edge, Mike Green, Steve's pick is still there. Donovan Izaraku still there too, which was, I think, Phil's guy. I like Trayvon Henderson here too, man, at 29.
So Ben Harlow wants
Trayvon
Henderson.
Shock the world, I guess.
T.O. wishes we should have traded up for James Pierce. Well, look, we were 3 picks away.
Yeah.
Will Johnson or age or bust, he says. Ben Harlow said safety since Chin left. We actually picked up Chin's replacement in free agency. With Will, what's his last name?
You breaking up, Phil?
No,
That might be me. Might just blur.
No,
yeah,
it's not okay to me.
You sound okay. You're just blurry. But Will, not Will Smith, was it?
Will Johnson?
No, the guy we picked up in free agency from the Saints.
Oh, I already forgot his name.
It's not Will Smith, is it?
Let's see. It was. Why did it not show up on?
Give Give me 1 second. I'll tell you exactly what it is because you safety for the Saints. Will Harris.
Harris. There you go. There you go.
It was a simple last name.
Yep. T-Ho's right. T-Ho's on it. Could not remember. To save my life.
This is one we've talked about last pod, Ben, was potentially drafting a linebacker to replace Bobby Wagner. And the one I kind of zeroed in on was a second rounder. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, we got the pick in for the Ravens. Safety Malachi Starks to the Ravens. Crazy.
That's not surprising. Malachi Starks was
pairing him with Kyle Hamilton.
So
damn. Dev, you're all blurry still. We can't hear you either. All right, we got you. We can hear you now.
I could see us looking at Carson Schwessinger in the second round as a linebacker to step in after Bobby Wagner's gone, especially if Jordan McGee doesn't pan out. So there you go.
What was our reaction last year for our draft? Do you remember?
We were happy.
I mean, it was a little like we knew it was coming.
Yeah. So we just sat here and just celebrated.
And Todd was with us. Remember Todd was with us?
Oh, yeah.
Todd Samuel?
Yeah, yes. The goddamn Todd just disappeared.
Yeah. He'll be back during the season, though.
Huh?
He'll be back during the season.
Will he? Because he disappeared during the season.
He popped in.
Occasionally. He stepped out of his Jaden Daniels goon cave.
Yeah.
You know, he's in there, stuck to his computer chair looking at pictures of Jaden.
Why you already doing the Daffy Duck, man, on the interwebs?
What?
So what we're doing now? Ravens pick is in.
Ravens got Malachi Starks, supposedly. I haven't seen anything that said that, by the way.
Like I said, it's just Twitter. I don't know if it's true or not.
Twitter's been on it tonight.
Ari Marov, whatever. Yeah, we got Jay Daniels on. How we got? Yeah, we all
we know we got him.
We figured it was coming. Now, the previous years, our reactions were funny. Like Dev and I, we were like, when we got John Dotson, we were just like, Phil was excited because he was a Penn State guy. But before Jaden, that was 2024. Our first round pick in 2023 was
Jamin Davis.
John Dotson got cut, by the way.
No, it was Emmanuel Forbes.
Oh, that's right. No, it was Forbes.
And we were like, what? And then before that,
hold on. It was Forbes before Jaden, and then it was, before that was Jahan, and before that was Jamin.
Yeah,
John Dotson got cut yesterday, I think, too. Eagles.
No, you know what? I'd say that bet was Jahan before or after Jamin Davis.
I think he was after.
Yeah, he was. He was after.
He was what, 22? Or no,
he was after.
23?
Was it the same draft?
22.
23, because no, it was 22. Because
22. It was Jahan Emmanuel and Jaden.
23.
Yeah. Yep.
Lions are on the clock. You're right. It's Malachi Starks, safety. It seemed like they wouldn't need a safety there, I guess. But I guess Hamilton's more of a linebacker.
I think they need a deep safety.
Yeah.
Ben Harlow says, my pick is Cam Scatterbo because I don't care. Christopher McDaniel.
Will Johnson will be. We also, people say we need a corner. I like Will Johnson here too.
The trade with the Eagles should have stayed put and got Cooper DeJean, in my opinion.
Right, I would rather go edge or trade back.
We hate this now, T-Ho. Everyone's opinion is that he's a solid corner.
I'm a fan of trading back.
We got multiple picks out of it, so we had a lot of holes to fill.
Yeah.
Let's be already picked up Mikey Sanders though.
Yeah.
I think they had a both had a good
I think everybody's good on that one.
Yeah, that draft that trade was very balanced.
I did want Cooper too myself, I ain't gonna lie.
Cooper would have been good. Yeah. I don't even think he was ever on our radar though. I feel like
he slipped.
You never heard any, rumors about meetings or
our front office.
Did the Lions pick Will Johnson? Or did they go?
I don't think we know yet.
They're going to the Georgia guy, I think.
I do not think we know yet. At least on Twitter, we don't know yet.
So you think the Lions would go with? Because here's the thing. A lot of what they need, you could probably find out by rewatching our game with them. Because we kind of really exposed their defense for 45 points. So it's a matter of what do we show they need?
The Lions?
I don't know if they really need to work on edge. They got Aiden Hutchinson,
who's coming off an injury.
Oh wait,
Lions shopping Jameson Williams.
What?
Really?
I seen that on the internet a couple of days ago.
Huh?
What are they gonna do with him?
It's too much of an issue sometimes, though, bro. He gets hurt a lot.
Lions pick Sanders. Oh my God!
Did they?
No, that's Christopher McDaniels in the chat.
Would be
making suggestions. But
what's up, Chris?
They're probably trying to trade that bitch.
Lions pick Sanders.
Probably trying to trade him.
Funny.
That'd be interesting. He's asking the question.
Don't they still have your boy from Tennessee there? Or did he leave?
That's right.
Who?
Damn, the quarterback, the backup quarterback for the Lions, the dude from Tennessee.
Hendon Hooker?
Yeah. Did he leave?
He's still there. And they picked up our old quarterback with the Moxie machine, Kyle Allen. And him and Taylor were together.
I could have sworn something happened with
Hendon's still there.
Hendon Hooker.
Former Virginia Tech Hokie turned Tennessee Volunteer.
Yeah.
He likes that he likes that tri-state region, doesn't he?
He does. If he hadn't torn his ACL, man, I think he would have went a lot higher in that draft.
And that's where I thought he went somewhere else.
Man. All right, guys. We are so close. This is a surprise. It's getting exciting. I don't care if they trade down. I really don't care if they trade down at all. We're on the clock.
No, we're not. Are we? Nothing I'm seeing says we're on the clock.
No. The team just posted they're on the clock, so I think.
Oh. The pick must be coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tried to hand the Hooker to the Saints.
They did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shotgun says, after y'all pick, I'm going to bed. We appreciate your shotguns, man.
Shit, after I pick, I might go to bed. I might be alive.
You know what? I guess you're right. Hendon's gone.
Like a rock. I can tell you right now.
Yeah, I remember something happened. I think he went to the Saints.
Hold on, it still says Detroit Lions quarterback. I think
they traded him here recently, like not long ago.
It may not have been reported to the league yet. It may not be official.
I think it says rumors. Well, no. Detroit Lions trade Hendon Hooker after surprise injury. Yeah, New Orleans Saints shoulder injury.
Ben Harlow says Jihad Campbell from Alabama will be our pick if it's not Scatabo or that running back Travion Henderson. I don't think Scatabo is going to go first round, but Travion or Jihad Campbell wouldn't be a bad pick.
I think Mike Green should be.
Mike Green or trade back.
Yeah,
Mike Green or trade back.
Yeah,
let's go.
Lions draft Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle.
Mike Johnson, Will Johnson, Mike Green. Will Johnson, Mike Green to trade back.
Another defensive tackle has gone. I'm telling you guys, the run game is back and teams are trying to catch up. Why do you think everybody? Look how many defensive tackles go on in the first round here.
Oh, Talik Williams, man. Didn't see that.
I didn't either, but at this point, you're dealing with a lot of guys who are cusp first round talent. Will Johnson's on the board.
Yeah.
McGreen's on the board.
Will Johnson's there, man.
Carrollton's on the board. Donovan's on the board.
I wanted Pierce. I was this close. We're on the clock.
See Jaden Daniels
on the clock.
I'm thinking we're trading it, bro. I think we're trading the chat. What are we doing? Drum roll it.
Just keep playing drum roll.
There's a lot of receivers here too that play, dog.
Drum roll for a while.
Oh,
it's going to be a little while.
This pick is not coming in quickly.
No.
Watch it be a defensive tackle. I lose my shit.
Dude, you could get back and you could trade out into the top of the second round and get like 2 more picks out of it, man. Swap and get +2. Then you'd be at 7 picks and be much better off than 5.
Got 3 minutes.
Remember that gap between 61 and 128? That's what you got to fill. You got to try to fill that.
That's probably somebody standing on the table for somebody right now, though.
Probably.
I need an edge, man. Fuck. Traded for Hendrickson, man. Who the Bengals get?
Deluxe says AP working phones at Buffalo and KC. It may be nice so we could get a pick tonight, but
who the Bengals draft?
Who the Bengals draft?
Yeah.
Scroll up there. You got the ESPN thing going on, Steve.
No, it only.
I see teams on my. I was trying to see.
It only it
Cincinnati. They drafted Shamar Stewart edge. Yeah. Yeah. Trade us Hendrickson.
Good lordy. Man.
All right, guys. Mila Miyamatu.
Oh, the picks Will Johnson. The picks Will Johnson.
What?
Bazinga.
Bazinga?
It's not the pick.
Oh, stop.
I think it's gonna be Will Johnson. Though.
Scared me.
I hope it's an edge, but I will be happy with Will Johnson. I hope it's an edge, but I will be happy with Will Johnson. Or Trevion Henderson. Or Mike Green.
Oh, Ben Standig already leaked it.
Don't tell me. It's Will Johnson.
Okay, I won't.
Will Johnson. Ding.
Ben.
I want the whistle, dog. Ding, 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 ding. Do it, dog.
Let me tell you?
Go ahead.
Offensive tackle out of Oregon, Josh Connerly.
What? Connerly's a bottom of the first guy, but we went tackle?
Wow. Well,
hold on.
We all talked about watching me someone who were not.
I said it too. Damn it. I said it was going to be unconventional. Oh my goddamn.
Hey, Ben Harlow, I salute you. You said earlier offensive line, and I said, why would they go offensive line? There's so much.
The guard, then, right? They're gonna move up the guard.
You need an edge rusher, and
you're gonna move your boy to guard, then.
Let me read this. Let me read the.
They're gonna move your boy from last year to guard.
What's the scouting report on this guy?
Oh man,
is he a guard? Which one was gonna be a guard? The guy we drafted last year.
I'm with you, T Hill. We need an edge or a corner.
We should have traded back.
We should have traded back.
Probably didn't get a good trade offer.
I mean, I don't know more than, Adam Peters. And PFF had him ranked the 30th best player, 6'4", 315.
30th best player overall?
30, for their ranking, 30th.
That's not a bad pick.
Good movement skills for a player who brings adequate size plus a link to the tackle position. His game can lack some anticipation and strength, but if he continues to improve in those areas, will hold the skill set to be reliable and the full starter. One who can be impactful for a zone blocking scheme.
Damn it, we're going to have to get a running back. That's a harbinger of things to come. We're going to a zone run scheme. Brian Robinson's days in DC are numbered.
Yeah, that's when you really got to have the vision.
Like a line between two dots.
All right, the Washington Worm is
the pick is in. It is Josh Connerly.
Cliff Kingsbury is
Mike Green.
It's Josh Connerly Jr.
Mike Green.
T.O. says that is a wasted pick. I don't know. It's the right spot for him to go. I just don't know if it's the right.
But he said tackle. He said tackle.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So where are you going to put him? Right tackle?
That's what I said. You're going to put him at right tackle and put
Then
him.
where does Wiley go?
Wiley goes to the bench where he belongs.
Sam Cosmi is right guard, right?
Sam Cosmi's
he's out. He's out.
This season.
Yeah,
he's going to miss the whole season. I thought he was.
It's about 8 weeks.
He got hurt at the.
Oh, Josh Connerly is in Ashburn.
Yeah.
Like right now?
Is he a Northern Virginia guy? Hold up. Let me find out.
Big dude.
T.O. says he's a tackle, bro, not a guard. We know that. We're talking about the other guys on the offensive line. Where did they go?
It said he was in Ashburn, Virginia, watching the draft. But he's an Oregon guy from Rainier Beach, Seattle. Wow.
He was coming here.
Wikipedia's already been updated. They move quick. Yeah, he was watching the draft in Ashburn.
He's who they
Claro points out he's only allowed 2 sacks.
He was hot on their board, bro.
He started all 14 games at left tackle last year. So what are they going to do with him?
Put him at right tackle because Larry Tunsil was playing left.
That's what I'm saying. Larry Tunsil was playing left tackle. Yeah, he's in Ashburn right now.
That's dope.
Well,
wearing
kind of excited about it because I mean,
put him at right tackle. You put Brandon Johnson at guard, and then guess what? We don't ever have to mention Brandon, or we don't have to mention Wiley again.
Wow. But I don't think he's local to you. His profile has no Virginia on it.
No,
whatsoever.
he's from Seattle, dude.
Yeah.
He just happened. He just knew he was going to be drafted by us. Brandon, here's the thing. He says Theo says he'll be at right tackle replacing Wiley. That's the only plausible scenario because Coleman was being moved from left tackle to right tackle. Unless they feel like Coleman they need to do better than Coleman.
He's gonna play left guard, and I guess Weston will go from left guard to right guard.
I think Coleman's gonna play right. Well, maybe.
No, Cosmi's probably locking it. They're probably.
Oh, you're talking about when Cosmi comes back.
Whoever the backup is going to be out of it will be right guard. I think.
And he's allowed 2 sacks and 1,000 snaps in his
That's
career.
good.
What's his size? If you don't, anybody look that up.
6'4", 313.
Ooh. I hope he's got a nasty streak. I wonder how his run blocking is. It says a zone.
965 snaps, 1 sack, 6 hurries, and 2 quarterback hits allowed in 965 snaps. Ben Harlow points out, top, really athletic, play gap scheme well. Voted top offensive lineman for national team in 2025 Senior Bowl.
They do love
our brass love Senior Bowl guys.
Chris says, really athletic and play gap scheme too really well. There you go.
You know?
There you go.
This is one of those times where I'm going to say, you know what?
Hey.
Adam Peters may know better than me.
That's it.
Not who I would have drafted. I think the kid's good. I think the kid's going to be very good. Just didn't necessarily see it coming here. Yeah, because that name did not come up at all.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. A lot of players on the draft, I think they could have got, and maybe came back and got this guy. I don't know, but
he would have been gone.
He's ranked pretty high over the overall board. He's actually very, as a tackle goes, he was like some people's board. He's the second best tackle in the draft. Some people have him as the second best. You know, okay. I'm not mad at the player. I just think that there were other positions that we
Timothy Callaway just dropped in, said fan base may not be happy, but this is a good pick. I don't think
I agree.
Here's the thing. As a player, I have nothing against this kid. I think he's going to be a fine tackle. I was not prepared for us to draft an offensive tackle.
I'm sorry, I got my 47-year-old bladder is calling. Give me 1 minute to por favor.
Por favor. Wow, guys. Josh Connerly, Oregon. Mariota will be happy. Another fellow Oregon Duck.
Fellow Duck.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
I thought edge rusher was more important, but hey, Jaden's your investment.
I think they're scheming completely different on defense.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll see.
Yep. I mean, I'm not mad. I get it. Hey, I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. We were kind of making fun of the Cowboys. You know, it's not the sexy pick, but if you have someone pulling the right strings, it could be a great pick. So, man, we'll definitely not be mad about it because I trust the process. I trust the system.
I can't get mad at that because
not at all.
These guys haven't. He's a solid. He's picked right where he should be. Yeah. It's like I should be like getting mad or something. I should be like, but F it.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Like, it's not a head scratcher by any means. You protect your second round quarterback at all costs.
As you should.
Now I wonder if having a guy like, I mean, do you think having a guy like this could help Brian Robinson? I think it could help Brian Robinson if you make the holes big enough.
And Harlow says they want edge blockers, and we got to get rid of Wiley. Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah.
All the red rushers, we need edge, but it's true. T.O. thinks we'll be taking edge in the second round. Maybe. Ben Harlow says, good pick for me. T.O. says he's not mad at all. Continues to believe that we're taking edge in the second round. Ben Harlow says he thinks it's a scheme pick for 2025 and beyond.
Man, I want some on my little, you know, if you buy enough Jordans, you get those little sneaker lottery things or whatever, a little free. They give you a couple of free kicks or free chances at kicks. So I got these. I don't like them at all, bro. But they were free. So got some Jordan 1s. Shapazzle.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
As the Bills selected Maxwell Hairston. We missed that one.
Just a good one as a corner, right?
Yep, out of Kentucky.
Yeah. Good play. Any other trades went down since I've been?
I read something about the Eagles are doing something here.
Grant Paulson likes this pick. He's only allowed 2 sacks on 1,007 passing reps at Oregon over the past 2 years.
Grant Paulson, you know.
Says Brandon Coleman like starting at guard. Wiley can play guard and tackle as well. Lots of depth. Massively improved position group. Gypsy says he's protecting my goat.
Yep.
It's a weird occurrence.
10:48. Commanders select Oregon left tackle Josh Connerly at 29. Connerly, 6'5", 311 is young. He won't be 22 until November and very athletic. An 87th percentile 10-yard split in the 40. and a 97th percentile vertical jump.
See you, Ben. Thanks for popping in, man. Get some sleep. Wake up, edge rusher, and linebacker in round 2. Here's a quick video of Josh Connerly versus Abdul Carter from Penn State.
Washington Sports News believes that the SA allegations against Green may very well be a difference maker.
So here's here's Connerly playing left tackle matching up against Abdul Carter.
Another person said this. Here's an opinion. Someone says this pick had everything to do with what the Eagles did to us in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, you got to stop Jalen Carter.
I said that one day on the pod that, man, we act like we don't have 15 other fucking games to, play.
He is owning Abdul Carter in this highlight reel.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He did.
Let's show some Abdul Carter highlights on that game. See what happened, though. I want to see the times he did.
Abdul Carter did not have a good game that game.
Well, obviously, the kid only allowed 1 sack all year. So I guess.
Wow.
Or in his career, rather, not just.
He doesn't look that. What was his? Did someone say his measurables? He looks a little smaller.
315, right?
315, 310, 315.
What was his height?
6'5".
Oh, dude, that's massive. I don't know why he looks small right here.
Athletic guy.
He doesn't look small.
Just lean. He's just lean.
He's got a big ass.
Yeah. He's just lean.
But you know what? I want that in offensive tackle. Low center of gravity.
6'5" is really tall too.
Like and he says zone.
Trent Williams is 6'5".
That's what I'm saying. Trent Williams is tall, but he's massive.
Is he though now? By today's standard, is Trent Williams really massive?
He was. He was also running sub 5 40s.
I just found the same. I just found the same video you were looking at.
Trent Williams, by the way, would be the best player at any position he played in.
Ryan Fowler says one thing that pops with Josh Connerly Jr.'s footwork, which is the problem with Coleman. At 6'5", he glides and can redirect varying body types with ease. Will make an impact whether a tackle or guard. Not a sexy pick, but a damn good one for Washington.
Be a guard. Brandon Coleman's a so Larry Tunsil left tackle. What? Brandon Coleman left guard.
When Cosme's healthy.
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah.
Biotish.
Excuse me. Badass. Tyler Badass. Right guard.
That would be whoever, I guess, who plays left tackle.
Obviously, when he comes back, but probably Wiley beforehand.
No, not Wiley, but what's the guy's name that plays left guard now?
Allegretti.
Yeah, maybe he plays right guard.
Or maybe this guy Connerly goes to right guard. Who knows? You have options.
You do have options.
All of our guards play tackle.
So the Eagles have traded up one spot to pick 31 with the Chiefs.
All right.
Why?
Well,
why?
Clearly there's someone that maybe they thought the Chiefs were going to get, or someone else was trying to trade with the Chiefs to get that pick, and the Chiefs said, "Hey, we got this team trying to get this pick." I'm just guessing from what I watch in the movie draft.
A couple people are saying the defense is going to be Swiss cheese, but at least Jaden will be protected.
Well, Dad said we got to score like 70 points, man.
Yeah. Get ready for it. They're going to blame it on Lattimore because we can't get no pass rush. I want to let y'all know this is going to happen, dog. They're going to blame Lattimore for this because they're going to give up some. They're going to give up some points if they can't get to that quarterback, bro. And they're going to end up blaming Lattimore for it, and it's going to be because you can't get to the quarterback.
Arby says,
as of right now, I don't know. Maybe this pick is for somebody else.
George Carmy says solid meat and potato pick, smart to build our line. Connerly is a good building block.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the player, dog. Not clowning it.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I have no problem with it.
You don't sound convincing right now.
It's not what I expected.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no.
But I get it.
No one expected a lineman, but we said it was going to happen.
You see his video of him of Connerly. You got a video of him. He's on he's propped up on his knees on the ground, sitting back on his heels. He jumps from his knees to his feet into a perfect blocking position. Like without putting his hands on the ground or anything. Literally,
show that shit. Show that shit.
Super athletic for a 310-pound guy.
Show that shit. Don't talk about it, Phil. Be about it, bro.
Well, I can't. Hold on, I gotta find it on Twitter.
Oh man!
I mean, it's a move you see smaller guys do, but on.
That nigga's name is Big Dick Randy.
BDR, you gonna take this pain? I had forgot about that song till now, Dev. Thank you. I had completely forgotten.
By the way,
it.
LJ is at the NFL draft right now.
Oh snap! Oh yeah, we talked about that. Matt.
She is full tuxedo.
Yeah, we saw her. We saw her.
I just saw that
photographer.
Remember when I think Paul Rudd said that in "I Love You, Man"? Photographer. I think that whole movie was ad-libbed. Like the way they interact is so funny.
I have the deleted, I guess, clips of the Wanderlust version.
Oh yeah,
like a weird cut. It's called the weird cut or some shit. It is so hard to follow, but it is just basically the whole movie. They just like said crazy stuff. Like the scenes are longer, they just say crazy shit, and they just kept it in a version where they just didn't make any cuts of any of the comedy. So it's pretty different.
Cool, man.
I got this for you.
Eagles got their pick. They're probably
gonna pick Will. What's the name?
They're
probably gonna pick Will
Jihad Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell.
Damn, middle linebacker.
Dude, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't like they're showing up their defense, man.
Yeah, but you gotta get around this dude. Watch this. This is pretty good for a 6'5", 311, by the way. That's hell of leg strength to do that.
What's that? Do what?
Watch what he's doing in this video. He's on his knees, pops right up.
I can do that.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on.
You cannot do that now. Your knees are old.
You underestimate me, dog. I'm like a Puma, dog.
Yeah, you also ain't 6'5", 311.
I'm gonna do this on video next week. Y'all gonna see me do this, dog.
I want you to do that and pop into perfect footwork position.
I want to pop.
Yeah, I could do that.
Something's gonna pop if I do it.
It will not be the appropriate foot position for anything.
Something is gonna pop if I did it.
It might even be my back popping out of place.
Position. Alive will be the position I need to be in if I can do it. I'm gonna do it though, just for the cameras. I'm gonna show y'all.
You're supposed to also run a 4.640 for the cameras.
I could do that, dog. Maybe. I dunked the basketball, I told you, for the first time since I was like 35, dog. Two-handed.
So listen to this Eagle defense, man. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith, Zach Bond, and Jihad Campbell. Ooh.
Well, it's either you can match them by having an equally good defense, or you can have an offensive line that stops them. We pick the latter.
Man, this shit sucks, dog. This pick sucks ass. But it's okay. I tie my new shoes up.
Take one.
And hey, with the red patent leather laces, how they look, Phil?
It's pretty fly.
Yeah. Jordan ones. Let's go.
Last pick in the first round. It is 11:40.
I've never had a pair of Jordan.
One more shoe.
Well, by the way,
hey, Phil, have you been watching Andor?
Anybody own a pair of Dunks?
No, I refuse. But I have purchased about 8 pair in the last year. So yes, I guess.
You resold them?
No, for my kids. They love those dumbass pandas, which are fucking terrible. But I have kids that love Dunks. That's all they want to wear.
All right. I heard those things are uncomfortable as all hell.
Well, the Jordan 1, they feel just like Jordan 1s.
Then they are uncomfortable as all hell.
For broke niggas. The Jordan 1s for broke niggas is what they are. Block out. But no, dunks are cool.
See that Mark Frotto got a pair of Washington Commanders colored dunks.
Yeah, they're really dope. They're like the Honda Civic of Nikes. You know what I'm saying?
Like you can make them look nice.
Yeah, you can customize. They're the number one shoe to customize. Air Force Ones and dunks, man. Air Force Ones and dunks. They're the best ones to customize. They're basically the Jordan 1 without the Jordan 1 logo on it. You know what I'm saying? So
anyways, I don't think we took the time to appreciate my Dexter Manley. Of all the ones, this was one of my favorite ones I ever had.
That is pretty cool.
He's got his hands wrapped. He's got that.
I mean, that's how that man looked, man.
He's a monster. The cool part is you can take the helmet off and you can see their faces.
Oh, that's
the
cool.
Darryl Green one actually looks like him, if I believe.
That looked kind of like Dexter Manley. They didn't do a bad job.
They had a LeBron James Barbie doll that came out, and I was gonna try to buy it. Bro.
We talked about that on the show one time, I think. Yeah, we looked at it.
See, that's why they make that kind of shit, because people like you will buy it, Deb.
I would resell the shit out of that motherfucker so fast.
Deb be like, "Is he anatomically correct?"
No, I wouldn't lift up the skirt per se. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Phil, I don't think we're gonna get to our super chat goal.
You know what? I got half a beer right here. So because we got almost halfway,
we're not gonna get to our super chat goal. But my goal was to have fun, and I think we got to that.
Let's get it on.
And we did.
Still did it anyways, bro. A true champion.
Chiefs got their selection in. Who are the Chiefs gonna pick? They love running backs.
They got Graham.
They got Graham. Josh Simmons.
Shedeur Sanders still there.
Oh, not Graham. I'm sorry, I was looking at your screen.
Shedeur Sanders still there, bro. Shedeur Sanders did not get
I thought that was Kansas City.
Oh, yep. So yeah, it reset on me.
So Shedeur Sanders did not get drafted in the first round, Phil.
Shedeur Sanders did not get drafted.
Are you the one that called that?
Yeah.
Who called that? Someone called that.
I did.
I did not say anything about
that.
Ooh.
Can't believe it.
Wow, guys.
But at least you're going to go to probably a good team now.
Wow.
The Wild Wild West, actually.
Wild Wild West.
I used to live downtown.
3 hours and 43 minutes in, and the first round has completed.
9th Street.
Convict. Everything.
Well, I guess I should cue the
now
music up.
Those of you who stuck around, those are the old school references. You
Break
stick around for.
You gonna get bum rushed.
Whoa, West.
Kumo D. Man, guys, we appreciate everyone who stuck around for this, man. This was fun. Like it went fast, it went slow. I think the middle of the draft really sped up there after the first couple of picks.
It did.
Yeah.
And it slowed down a lot. But Josh Connerly Jr., offensive tackle out of Oregon. He's our guy. We were
welcome to the command.
Jake, welcome to the family. It's mostly positive responses on X. Guess what? Let Adam cook is still in effect.
Let him go. Thank you to Jim Sleazy and T-Ho for the super chats, man. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys.
It was
really,
awesome.
really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who tuned in, man. You guys are great. This is a fantastic time. We'll be back Monday, and we're going to talk about the rest of the picks we're going to have. So we have rounds. Hold on, let me see the schedule for while we're here. Rounds tomorrow is going to be rounds 2 and 3, and then Saturday rounds 4 through 7. So by Monday we'll be back, and we'll have at least 5, if not more, draft picks to talk about.
Full draft recap for
what time? What time are we coming on here?
Monday? No,
Monday.
we're not going live for Friday.
We're not going live. No.
I'm good.
Life, dude.
Unless you want to, Dan.
I'm like, my wife will murder me.
And Friday, tomorrow is the draft starts at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So, and Saturday it starts at noon. So
we're back here Monday with a full draft recap for that ass.
All right. Well,
what are y'all hoping for? We get what are y'all?
Edge and a running back is really all I need now. I mean, that's me.
We'd like to see an edge defender in the second round.
Yeah.
They got their eye on somebody. Somebody we are not looking at.
Don't draft a tight end. Do not draft a tight end. You're playing with my emotions.
The ones that you would draft have already been taken. Just don't even look at them.
Loveland and Warren.
Yeah. Cole Beasley on the team. We're looking at this.
No, Cole Beasley. The only team he's going to make is the all freestyle team.
Yeah, Cole Beasley. Hey, he did all right.
I didn't say nothing.
I mean, he ain't no.
I put him ahead of. I put him ahead of.
Ain't no Max Kellerman. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no Max Kellerman.
Oh, fuck Max Kellerman.
Max Kellerman's beating you in a freestyle battle, man. I think
I got to do Iggity style me to death. Come on now.
Iggity style you? Is that what you call it? That's the style you call it.
Iggity style. That's what he does.
And the question is, when is Shedeur Sanders going to get drafted? That's going to be on everyone's mind tomorrow night. I think he goes to the Browns with win those first 4 picks.
Hold on.
Browns got the 1st and the 4th pick tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Or they trade out of it.
I feel like we could have traded back and got the guy we got. I will say that. But I'm cool with the guy we got.
Yeah.
If that's the guy that was high on that, it felt like he was the guy they wanted the whole time.
It probably was.
Case, and that's the case, I respect it. So
it really does, because he was picked right at he's the 30th overall pick in most boards, and we picked him at 29. It's like,
yeah,
I think they knew.
Insert slot A into tab, or insert tab A into slot B.
I think it was very safe, and I think that may be saying a lot for this organization. Maybe
they don't take a lot of risks.
That's how they play it. Yeah, maybe that's something we haven't really noticed.
I think it's something we just. You think that with great GMs, it's because they take big risks, and maybe that's it. We're expecting to be like other GMs who are great because they made all the oh my god, never saw that coming. Adam Peters does exactly what you see coming because that's what works.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Yep. All right, guys.
I like the pick so far.
Yeah, I'm like I said, not mad at it. It's just a little surprising, but I get it. You don't have to convince me. I'm all for it. Thank you so much, guys, for the super chats, for sticking around with us all 3, almost 4 hours. But we'll see you guys Monday. Recap the draft. Have a good night. Peace. And hail. We out, yeah.